nice, Spikey. Just the right air of sophistication. And beautifully weighted.
And a real bargain, Arthur. You could buy them for a bottle, knock 'em out, cock a piece.
I can't quibble. I'll take the lot.
I knew you'd be a good mark, Arthur.
I'll let you have the money at the end of the month.
I want cash on delivery up front now.
Spikey? Spikey, how far back do we go together?
That's why it's strictly cash.
Is this the way you treat an old pal who's a bit strapped? All right, all right. End of the week.
No.
Is this the fruit of our years of dealing together? A cursory no?
Yeah. Arthur, it's well known you could talk a banana out of its skin, but your credit is as alluring as a British rail sarnie.
All right, if that's your attitude, there's no point in going on with this conversation.
Ta-da.
Bilk in haste, repent at leisure. I'll tell you what, £3 and a little bit of credit.
No. Now, leave me alone, Arthur.
Spikey.
Leave me alone.
Spikey! Spikey! It's diabolical. I cannot operate under these strictures. I told Spikey it's a well-known economic fact that a certain amount of insecured speculation is the norm among the business community. And the bank is being positively Dickensian in limiting my credit facilities. You don't get a chance of the Exchequer rifling through his pockets for loose change every time he swings a deal with our brothers in Brussels. Put that on the slate, Dave.
I can't find the chalk, Arthur. Come on, cough up.
Peel me a grape, would you?
Oh! You can take that look right off your face. I've got to catch my bus. What are you grinning at?
There's a cab brake round the corner.
Oh.
Oi! Wait! Come back! Wait! Bring it back! Oh, come on, Ray. Taxi! What a dismal day. I had one of them Super Saver Day tickets, a yellow with a brown stripe down the back. This is ridiculous. Look, I can't find it. Can't you trust me?
Bloody fair dodger.
Ray, I know you're in there. Raymond, open the door. I'm making a spectacle of myself out here. Raymond?
Arthur, what are you doing there? Shut the door. Hey, hold on, Arthur, where you going? Arthur, what you doing here?
Look, I've phoned the flat, the lockup and the club. You have got to be available when I need you, otherwise there is no point in the whole arrangement.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Arthur. Didn't realise that when you rented me the flat, it was a prison cell.
Ingratitude, Raymond. The serpent's tooth.
Hey, what you looking for?
No, nothing. It's probably just my imagination.
Oh, hello, Arthur.
Oh, morning, miss. Oh, tea. I'm gasping.
Oh, well, I'll just put the kettle on again then, shall I? Don't smoke that in here.
So what's the big emergency?
I have once again fallen victim to the criminal congestion that is strangling this city. The hole in the wall's eaten me card, and to add insult to injury, the forces of darkness have swiped me motor. You'll have to go down a pound and get it out.
Oh, terrific. That's going to cost me an arm, innit?
Well, take it out of your wages. I'll settle with you later. Oh, come on, hurry up.
You don't mind if I get dressed first, do you?
Raymond,
Yes, Arthur.
you getting your feet under the table here?
Makes a change from my place.
Be careful, my son. Variety may be the spice of life, but women have a habit of creating routines, and before you know where you aren't anymore.
Oh, you're such an old sexist, Arthur.
Raymond, language, please.
Bye.
Bye, miss. Oh, thanks for the tea. What was it called again?
Lapsang Souchong.
Very pungent.
Bye, Ray. You be home before lunch?
I doubt it.
Okay, be good.
Home?
Pick up the Daimler and bring it back to the lockup as quick as you can.
Yeah, hold up. How am I supposed to get there?
On you get.
Oh, great.
Taxi! Dayglow Printworks, Park Royal.
Business looks good, Dayglow.
Oh, can't complain, Arthur. We've had a rush job on for the forthcoming rock extravaganza at Wembley. I could knock you out a brace of tickets near the front. Give away prices.
No, Erling Dawes won't turn out for any artiste except Matt Monro. And he don't seem to give as many concerts as he used to.
Centre Court, Wimbledon, finals day.
Now, I eschew all forms of sport bar to turf.
Ascot.
Oh,
Gold Cup, inclusive of champagne and caviar in the Knobs enclosure.
yeah, very tempting, Dayglow, very tempting. No, what I'm really interested in is the merchandise you mentioned the other night.
Say no more. I'll pop round later with me case of samples.
Very good.
Good. They're perfect. The man is an artist. Remember the year I got into Buckhouse Garden Party?
Oh, yeah.
One of his.
Yeah, the question is, though, will they stop me getting towed away?
It's all a question of psychology. Your average traffic warden is a creature of routine. He sees that plastic packet glistening underneath your windscreen wiper. He assumes one of his loathsome colleagues has got in first. He may pause briefly to check the details, but he'll quickly move on, looking for fresh blood, leaving you free to go about your business, knowing your car is inviolable on the yellow lines of London.
Sold. Give me 2 bookfuls.
Wise man.
Daily into Europe, managing director speaking. Oh, hello, Gloria. No, he's not back yet.
I'll give you one Brent, 1 ounce low. Give you wider scope.
Marvellous. Yes, certainly I'll take a message. What is it? Oh, turned over. Oh, unfortunate.
I do carry Lambeth as well.
No, I'm hardly ever down Lambeth Way. Yeah, I'm writing it down. You got any Westminster? They're privatised down there, very on the ball. I think they must be on piecework. Yeah, I'm writing all that down. Right. Yeah, not at all. No, my pleasure. Bye-bye. Oh. Now, these are a lovely job.
What'd that dead eye want?
Oh.
No, never mind. I don't want to know. Here, Arthur, you owe me 105 smackers, and I want it back before tonight.
All right, it's all in order.
Good.
My cigar's still there.
In the front compartment.
Right. Right, quick. There's someone after me. He's everywhere.
What are you going on about? Who's after you?
Never mind the questions. You're supposed to be my minder. Get out there and sort him out.
Yeah, but who?
I don't know. He's got a funny hat on. Go on.
Look, Arthur, just chill out. Take it easy.
Well, go on.
Arthur, there's no one here.
You sure?
Well, look around you. Of course I'm sure.
Well, there was.
Arthur! Nobby Green. You can't be serious, Arthur. The man's a complete shark.
Purely temporary measure.
Yeah, that's what Dermot from the Crown and Sceptre said, and he ended up in a car boot in Wembley.
A small advance. I desperately need cash.
You desperately need your head examining. Here, hold up. I'm on a double yellow. I can't leave it here. I'm not going down a pound again.
No, that's all right.
Hey, what you doing? Where'd you get that?
Aha.
Arthur, you can't do that.
I've already done it, Raymond. I cannot afford towaways every time I go abroad in London. And at 50p a throw, Dayglow says he's had very positive results of their usefulness.
Dayglow, Devaney and Nobby Green. We really are mixing with the cream today, aren't we, Arthur?
Arthur! Lovely to see you again. Come in, make yourself comfortable.
Nobby?
Raymond, you have grown.
Nobby.
So, what can I do for you?
You think that was a good deal? You don't understand these things.
I understand. You went in to borrow 400 quid and left owing £1,000.
As Nobby says, centralise your debts.
Well, he would, wouldn't he, at 40% interest a month?
If I pay the whole lot back within a fortnight, I don't pay any interest at all.
And how are you going to do that, eh? Arthur, you've been filleted.
Look, I'm under pressure. I can do without this from kith and kin.
And I'll have me 105 back now, if you don't mind.
What? Stop.
What?
It's him.
Who?
Top of the stairs. No, don't look round.
Arthur, what are you doing?
Hello there. What can I do for you?
You got an Arthur Daly round?
It's VAT, I know it is. Or Inland Revenue, or worse. And I've got some very dodgy creditors.
You slope off. Leave this to me.
I've heard he hangs out here.
Yeah, well, I don't see him, but who's asked him?
Bill McCabe, investigator.
Yeah. Yeah, what kind of investigator?
One who finds things out for people who want things finding out.
Well, perhaps this gentleman can help you. Ray, there's somebody here looking for Arthur.
G'day, could you tell me where I can find Mr. Daly?
What's it about?
It's a personal matter. I'd rather give it straight to him.
Well, Mr. McCabe, I'm Mr. Daly's personal assistant. I vet all callers. And we don't like private investigators. So why don't you...
Don't do that, son.
Yeah, knock it off. We don't want no trouble in here.
Yeah, well, that's fine. But I've been hired to find a Mr. Daly because there's reason to believe he may be the beneficiary of an inheritance.
May I introduce myself? Arthur Daly, Managing Director, Daly Autos. That's my nephew you're shaking hands with. Did I even say something about an inheritance? Woolly Molly Security.
Woolloomooloo. It's in Sydney, Australia.
Australia? I don't have any relatives in Australia.
Well, I think you may. Very distant, but relatives nonetheless.
Oh, so who is this gentleman who's topped his... passed on?
Mr. Joshua Daly, businessman. Came out to Australia shortly after the last war. He died a year ago intestate.
Oh, poor man. What a way to go.
He means he didn't leave a will.
I know. That's the point I'm making.
So how does Arthur fit into all of this?
I'm coming to it. The solicitors back home found that Joshua was the last of his line of Dalys, but they traced him back to a Rory Daly, his great-grandfather. Now, it seems before he hooked up with Joshua's great-grandmum, he'd had a previous marriage to one Grace Daly, who he lived with in Willesden.
Did he really?
And if they had any children, the inheritance would go to their descendants.
What, me?
Well, it's possible. Meet me here. At 3:30.
Oh, this is it, Raymond. Obviously a quality setup. I could be a few noughts up on a bank balance here.
Well, let's see what the brief has to say first.
Nah, it's my lucky day. I can feel it in my water.
Yeah, I've just thought. I'm a Daly. Will I stand to get anything?
Raymond Daly. Oh, I can see the greed flickering behind your eyes.
Well, I just
I
thought...
trust avarice is not going to rip this family asunder.
I just
May
thought...
I remind you, your father is younger than I am.
Yeah, OK,
And
but...
as the oldest Daly, I am the next in line. You don't see Prince Andrew kicking up a stink about which way the cake's going to be carved when Her Majesty, God forbid, goes to that great throne room in the sky. And the job's chalked down to Charlie.
I only meant, Arthur...
You just keep your overweening ambitions on a tight cord. I'll see you're all right.
Can I help you?
Oh, yes, Arthur Daly, I believe I'm expected.
Oh, yes. If you'd like to take a seat, Mr. Mulder will see you in a moment.
Oh, thank you. I wonder what human miseries these wars have witnessed. Bankruptcies, broken marriages, fallers foul of the law, lonely and dispossessed, crying out for help. Oh, that reminds me, what's her name? Lucretia called.
Do you mean Gloria?
Oh, that's the one, yeah.
What's she say?
She's been turned over.
Burgle, when was this?
This morning.
Well, thanks a bunch for telling me. I thought I've got to get over there.
No. The police have got it all in hand. Best to leave these things to the professionals, right?
Mr. Mulder will see you now, sir.
Oh, thank you. Come, Raymond.
Detective Constable Field, I understand you reported a break-in.
That's right, come in.
No. What's missing?
Well, that's the odd thing, only my cameras and lenses. I'm a photographer, you see, but nothing else seems to be missing.
Yeah, that's not unusual. Thieves usually know what they're going for. Yeah. Any sign of a break-in?
There is a dodgy latch on the bathroom window, but it could have got in through there.
When did you notice they were missing?
This morning. They could have got in last night, because I was down the pub with my boyfriend.
Yeah, can I have his name, please?
Oh, hold on. You don't think he's got anything to do with this, do you?
Just routine. For the report.
Raymond Daly.
Ray Daly? As in Arthur Daly?
You know him?
Yeah, I've come across him. Do you have any serial numbers for the cameras?
Yeah. I'll have to go and dig them out.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind. I'll just start making a few notes. Ah. A Pibran 85.
It's been open all night.
Oh, a good airing does wonders for a classic claret.
Well, help yourself. I was going to chuck it out.
Why not? Bend the rules a bit.
So let me get this straight, Mr. Mouldier. You can't tell me how much I'm likely to cop. And anyway, you're not going to cough until I've proved that I am the extinct relative.
Extant relative.
Of disgraced Daly.
Correct.
Seems fairly straightforward. I'll nip down to Somerset House, get back to you this afternoon.
Actually, the public records are now kept at St. Catherine's House. My secretary has the address. I'm sure Mr. McCabe will give you all the assistance he can.
Oh, thank you.
And I ended up on traffic duty. I thought it was going to be like in the movies, driving fast cars, catching the villain in the final reel. Yeah, in reality, it's 10% plot and 90% paperwork.
Look. Aye. This is cosy.
Hello, Ray. Small world, isn't it?
Looks like you drew the short straw down the neck, doesn't it?
Well, at least he got here before you did.
Yeah, and it looks like he's hard on the case. Who was it who said a copper's lot is not an happy one?
Well, Gloria here very kindly offered me a glass of wine. And very nice it is, too.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Because I've just seen teetotal Timo coming up the stairs.
T.I. Timmins?
Yeah.
You're having me on. Oh, my God. You'll smell it a mile off.
Look, stand over there and suck one of these. Go on, move yourself.
Thank you, miss. Field, they told me I'd find you here.
Afternoon, Constable. Do you want a drink?
I don't. Frankly, it's a bit early in the day for anybody, sir, don't you think?
Yeah, that's what your mate said. Oh, well, please yourself.
Field, we've picked up a laddie around the corner who could be the joker that you lost over the wall last week. When you've finished here, come and ID him. I trust you'll avoid driving or operating heavy machinery today, sir.
Certainly.
Sorry to disturb you, miss.
Thanks.
So that's how he managed to get around so fast.
Yeah, I like your bike.
Oh, it gets me from A to B. You got a ticket already, Arthur?
Yeah, they're very keen round here.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to trace my family tree.
Yes, well, you've come to the right place.
Good. Well, if you like to tap my name in the computer, we'll wait over there. It's Arthur Daly.
I'm sorry, sir. This is a public search room. You do it yourself.
No, I'm no good with computers.
We don't have computers. Let me explain. This is like a reference library. You look through the books.
Oh, I think I could manage that. Where would I find the Daly tree? Under D?
It doesn't work like that. We carry the indexes to births, deaths, and marriages, which enables you to apply for copies of the certificate. Do you know the name of your mother and father?
Well, of course I do. What are you inferring?
I'm not inferring anything, sir. Do you have your grandparents' particulars?
Well, not on me, no.
Then I suggest you start with your parents. Through there.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Do you understand that?
I think so. When was your dad born?
Oh, that's easy. 5th of November. I was 12 before I realised that wasn't why people were letting fireworks off. I thought he was so popular.
Yeah, but what year? It goes in years.
Ah. He had me when he was 30, so it must have been about the turn of the century.
That's a bit vague.
Well, do you remember what year your dad married Gran?
Yeah, I do, as a matter of fact. 2 weeks after Armistice Day. I remember because Dad said the wedding reception got out of hand. Uncle Monty got the hump. Somebody nicked his German helmet.
Armistice?
Yeah, the end of the First World War.
1918.
How'd you know? Oh, yeah, the old blokes were there, weren't they?
Let's press on, shall we?
Yeah.
This way, Arthur.
It's a big place, isn't it?
Well, the right people are being born. They need big premises. You know, they reckon there are more people alive today than there ever have been in the whole of civilised history.
What, do you mean the great majority's become a minority? Why can't they put it all on microdot like they do in the Bond films?
1925, 24, June, December 21. Yeah, 1919, June, March, 1918, CD for Daly. Here we go.
Yeah, gentlemen, a moment of respect, please. We are, after all, in what is the shrine to the British through her history. Layer upon layer of names, all who have helped, however small, to make the country what she is. A truly humiliating experience. Can't you feel the weight of history itself, the sense of timelessness?
The public search room will be closing in 20 minutes.
Better hurry up.
Well, there must be more than 20 Dalys mentioned in 1918. What was his first name?
Albert.
Albert Daly. Married to a Chandler.
Yeah, Daisy Chandler, that's my mum.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's my mum and dad's name, writ large in this book. Isn't that amazing? What do we do now?
Well, we've got to take this reference number, then get a copy of the marriage certificate. If we can find out his age at marriage, then we can search for his birth certificate. That's bound to have your grandparents' names on it, innit? And then we can work back from there.
I am enjoying this.
Funny having all these records here, isn't it?
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit sinister, really.
No, it's not right. There's nothing undemocratic about it. I mean, this is England. I find it quite exhilarating to think the daily history is incarcerated in them archives.
Yeah, I wonder if they do criminal records and all.
Raymond, ex-policeman.
Yeah, Arthur, we're up.
What?
I'll take the weight off my feet.
Right.
Yes, sir.
I'd like a copy of my parents' marriage certificate, please.
£5.50.
£5.50? That's outrageous. They've already paid for it once.
All copies of marriage certificates bought here cost £5.50.
All right, hand it over. I've got 4 generations to get through here.
Well, I can't give it to you now. We have to send it to you.
Send it to me? What are you talking about? I'm standing here.
Well, you could pick it up.
When?
In a couple of days.
A few days? That's no good. I've got to go back to 1840. It'll take months.
Well, I'm sorry, sir. That's the way it works.
Look, I'm liable to cop a few bob here. If you could see your way to greasing the wheels a bit, I might find myself in a position where I could make a small donation.
This is a government department, sir. I'm a government employee.
So the dustbin men, but they still get their Christmas box, don't they?
Look, what my uncle's asking is, isn't there a quicker way?
Well, if it's urgent, you can pay an extra £14.50 and collect it tomorrow.
No, that's no use.
Perhaps you should speak to the supervisor.
So?
Mr. Daly, the problem I can foresee is that public records only go back to 1837.
Are you trying to say that my family history pre-1837 is completely lost to me?
No, not at all, but the roots become more circuitous. The only thing I can suggest is you hire a genealogist.
No, I don't want to talk to my ancestors. I want to find out who they are.
A genealogist is a professional researcher of family history.
Oh, yeah. How much they cost?
£20 an hour?
We're dealing with cowboys here. Job for the boys, isn't it? Putting all the work in the way of your mates.
Not at all. In fact, as a public office, we're debarred from endorsing private individuals.
All right. No offence, no offence.
I'm sorry. Between you and me, there are many retired people who enjoy doing the work for much less.
Well, thanks for your help. Oh, and you want to get all that stuff downstairs properly indexed. You could save the public an awful lot of grief. Come on.
So what's the next move? Hire one of these old folks to dust off the record books?
Yeah, but what happens if we don't come up with anything? Could be good money after bad.
Ah, this is hopeless. I'll have to go and see that solicitor again. See if I can get him to speed things up.
Well, it's too late now. He'd be shutting up shop for the weekend.
You're breaking my ribs.
Are you insane? You took 10 years off my life then. I'm all at Twitter. Look, my legs have gone.
I thought you'd enjoy it.
Enjoy it? Supposed to be looking for my ancestors, not joining them. Oh. Oh. So, as you can see, me and my nephew have worked our fingers to the bone on this, and we was wondering if you could see your way to filling in the gaps, so to speak. I mean, there could be something in it for you.
I didn't hear that, Mr. Daly.
I said we were wondering if you could...
He heard you, Arthur. Look, what exactly is this legacy anyway? I mean, we could spend the rest of our lives looking for this Grace Daly, then find out Arthur's been left nothing more than a stamp album.
Oh, it's more valuable than a stamp album, I can assure you.
Well, I'm not assured, and this is beginning to get on my nerves. We're running around like headless chickens, and you won't tell us what for.
You must excuse my nephew. He's in the hot flush of youth. Raymond, curb yourself. Now, to get back to the nub of the matter in hand...
Mr. Daly, to be honest with you, the Australian solicitor hasn't shared the details with me. But try looking at it this way. These people are going to a lot of trouble and expense, if you catch my meaning.
Could you expound on that, Squire?
Well, they've paid for Mr. McCabe to come over here. They've retained my services.
There you are, you see. The inheritance can't be peanuts, can it?
Don't forget they'll be shouting you a trip to Oz if you can prove your case.
Me? Go to Australia?
I must say, I've had fun looking into your background.
Oh, I'm very pleased.
Quite a colourful family, the Dalys.
Oh, well, we've had our moments.
So what did you come up with?
Oh, a veritable hotbed of scandal and intrigue. There's quite a fruitful source of literature. Because the Dalys are always connected with public houses. Did you know that?
You certainly upheld the family tradition there.
Please, the flippancy, Raymond.
So, I found it relatively easy to thread my way back through the Daily Publicans.
Yes?
Oh, yes. Now, your grandfather, Alfred Daly, was proprietor of the Bunch of Nuts in Willesden Green for 50 years.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Which his father, your great-grandfather, Archibald Daly, had run since 1868. As a house of ill repute, if most sources are to be believed.
Now, that's amazing.
Isn't it?
Well, there's no need to dwell.
Now, what's more exciting is this. Archibald Daly took over the Bunch of Nuts after his father, Alphonse Daly, had lost his license in 1838 at the Bushel of Hay for illegal gambling. It was all over the Willesden Chronicle. And there were dark rumours of a liaison with the bishop's wife.
Yeah, could we have a little less of the gossip and a few more of the dates?
Oh, yes, well now. Alphonse Daly, your great-great-grandfather, became ostler at the Bushel of Hay in 1829.
Yes, and?
That's all, I'm afraid.
What do you mean, that's all?
Oh, I've rooted out all the juicy bits. Before Alphonse, the Dalys don't seem to have made much of a mark.
But I paid you £36.
I've done more than £36 worth of work.
No, I paid you that money expecting great things, and you have fallen short of my expectations. By one generation.
Oh, all I can suggest is that you check through the parish records. Local churches are frequently a rich scene in these matters.
What you doing? What's the yellow line? Never mind that now. I'm perching on the edge of a fortune here and you're worrying about parking fines? Come on.
The nave is Norman, of course. The chancel is a Victorian addition.
Oh, yeah. Very Norman.
We suffered rather badly at the hands of Cromwell, 1538. Destroyed a lot of the church.
Oh, them Roundheads, all vandals. We Dailies have always been royalists.
Thomas Cromwell, not Oliver, at the behest of Henry VIII.
There's always one, isn't there? Vestry?
I can appreciate your anxiety, Mr. Daly, but I'm afraid I don't really think I can help.
But we was reliably informed that you would have a register of births, marriages and deaths.
You know, parish records.
Well, at one time we had...
You haven't had a break-in. There's nothing sacred.
No. Our records were destroyed by fire after an air raid. A direct hit, I'm afraid.
An air raid? The long hand of the Luftwaffe wreaks havoc into the 90s.
Actually, it was a Zeppelin in 1917.
Zeppelin?
We were privileged to be one of the few documented casualties of aerial bombing in the Great War. Something of a first.
And it destroyed the parish registers?
At a stroke.
Blighted, that's what I am.
Of course, there's still the physical evidence.
Come again?
The gravestones are still in the graveyard.
Ta. Come on, Ray.
Well, it's not easy, Arthur. They're hard to read.
Well, hurry up. This place gives me the willies.
They're only gravestones.
They may be only gravestones to you, but to a man of my years, they're picture postcards from the Grim Reaper himself. I'm not a man given to an overactive imagination in the normal course of events, but there always seems to me something unnaturally still about a graveyard. No matter how sunny the day, there's always a chilling wind that penetrates even the warmest Crombie. Ah! Oh, don't do that. What you look at me like that for?
I found her.
Found who? You don't mean. You know what this means, don't you?
Brilliant.
And there is a letter from the vicar authenticating the Polaroid of the gravestone.
Absolutely brilliant. I must congratulate you, Mr. Daly. Very thorough indeed.
I think you'll find all the paperwork's in order.
Oh, yes, this definitely establishes you as the extant descendant of Grace Daly. Well, as I believe our American cousins say, I'm about to make your day. First things first. Here are 2 business class tickets to Sydney for you and your wife.
I don't understand it. Dave's never late. You don't think something's happened to him, do you? They do say there's always misery to set against good fortune.
Will you pack it in, you old pessimist? You've just been told you're practically a millionaire. Enjoy yourself, Arthur.
It brings its own responsibilities, Ray. I've often wondered what I'd do with my first million. Yet most punters couldn't handle it. I hope to assume the mantle of wealth with dignity. What's going on? Ray, hit that light.
I can't seem to find him, Arthur.
I don't like it. There's some shenanigans afoot.
Won't sing Matilda, won't sing Matilda, oh, come and won't sing Matilda with me. As he sat, and he waited for his Billy boy. You come and won't sing Matilda with me. He's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, and so say all of us.
You could have knocked me down with a feather. I'll see you later, Dave. And you, young Ray. Well, presumably you've all heard the news.
Yes.
Yes, my friends, I'm off down under, land of the midnight sun. Been down the shops, got me mosquito spray, been measured for me safari suit. Thank you, Ethel. I've also got me shark repellent. I might try that out on Nobby Green later. But what I would like to say, the most valuable thing I will be taking with me is the memory of you, my friends, here now. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I am very, very deeply touched. Oh, I'd like to add, the drinks are on Dave. Dave, keep all them champagne corks. I want to hang them round me trilby later. Especially you. I will not let this change me.
Nothing can change you, Arthur. You're one of nature's elements.
Hello, Arthur. Been doing a bit of celebrating.
Who's that? Oh, Sergeant Morley. Good evening. I'm just waiting for a cab.
Oh, we've got a cab for you here, Daly. Raymond's already in the back.
You talking riddles, Sergeant?
Recognise this. I'm arresting you for evasion of liability under Section 3 of the Theft Act 1978. Deception, Section 15, Theft Act 1968. And we'll talk about a possible charge of forgery when we get down to Nick. All right, John, all yours.
I don't like it. It's not natural.
What's that, Sarge?
I've been after Daly for years. I finally got him trussed, basted and ready for the oven, and he's behaving as if I've just told him his flies are undone.
Yeah. Doesn't seem over worried, does he?
Who's this brief he wants to bring in anyway?
Oh, that's the other thing, Sarge. This Moldier's top bracket. Costs you an arm and a leg just to cuff in his office.
I don't like it.
Ah, Mr. Mouldier. You've met Detective Sergeant Morley, I see. Do have a seat. Officer, Mr. Mouldier and me would like a little bit of privacy, if you don't mind. Sorry about this, Mr. Mouldier. An inconvenience to our affairs. But as you're my solicitor, I thought you should be in on the ground floor.
Yes, it's very regrettable, Mr. Daly. May I say how profoundly sorry I am that this should have happened.
These things are sent to try us. Look, look. Kangaroos.
I must say, you're being very philosophical about this.
Substantial fine. I mean, it's hardly robbing the Bank of England, is it?
Oh dear, Mr. Daly, I see you're not aware of the ramifications. There'll be a criminal record.
An unjust besmirchment on my character, which I'll be in a position to bear.
But the terms of the inheritance are very clear, Mr. Daly. The executors of the estate are very insistent that the recipient be a person of good character.
Do you mean?
Exactly. Should this case go ahead, I'm afraid there can be no question of inheritance.
Oh, my God. I can't bear it. I actually don't think I can bear it. A fortune dangled in front of me and then snatched away at the last minute. Oh, the cruelty. Take it easy on a drink off. Life is but a vale of tears. You soldier along, trying your best, and round the corner, fate, ever waiting with the old half-brick. It is always the sunniest days that Dame Fortune chooses to mount her most vicious attacks. Walking along, springing your step, then wallop, lying in the gutter, spitting out teeth. But don't get too despondent.
I can't take any more of this. I just don't believe it.
Dave, turn the oven on.
Come on, out with it. My mates see me with you, they'll think I'm on the take. Yeah, the feeling's mutual. I've come about this business with Arthur. Silly man. It's 400 quid minimum for tampering with a parking ticket. God knows how much for carrying your own. Well, can you do anything about it? What are you suggesting, Daly? I'm a DC. I can't go fiddling with custody records. I'll be done for perverting the course of justice. Listen, Field, Arthur stands to inherit a fortune and get out of dodgy deals forever. Now, I know the Met is not the great democratic institution it likes to think it is, and things can be done. So all I want you to do is have a word with your governor. Tit for tat. All right, I'll mention it to Morley. Good man. Thought you might. I'm not promising. Field, you're a shining sovereign amongst a load of bent coppers.
You, had a look through this, Sarge?
Through what?
I've been thinking. This parking business with Daly. Did anyone actually see him?
Well, it's all here in black and white, isn't it? 4 separate reports from 4 separate wardens of Daly's car with a fake ticket.
Yeah, but did anybody physically see Daly writing the tickets out? Filling it in and actually putting it on the car?
You mean we haven't actually got a decent witness?
See what I'm getting at?
With a platinum brief like Mouldier, could be a complete blinking nose-up in court, couldn't it?
He'll claim it was one of his mates winding him up.
I don't believe it. He's going to get away with it again, isn't he?
Not necessarily.
Daly, I'd like to have a little chat.
You better hurry up. I'm fading fast.
Listen to me. It's been drawn to my attention that this business with the parking tickets stands to come between you and the wherewithal to finally go straight. Now, I'm not a vindictive man. Seeing as this is the case, I'm prepared to drop all charges.
Pardon?
On one condition. You used these snide tickets 5 times, according to my sources. Let's say that's worth 400 quid fine each. That makes 2 grand. I'm prepared to forget all about it if you give that amount to the Metropolitan Police Benevolent Fund.
Really?
And truly.
Gladly. If I were a rich man.
What a result, Arthur. Well, you're on your way. Auntie's going to be so pleased.
Oh, no, she's not coming. No, she put her foot down. She can't abide abroad. She hates the food, and her legs go funny.
Well, you're going on your own?
No, take my business partner.
Dave.
Now, you haddock, do you think I would leave you crying when there's room on the plane for two? That's one of Rolf's, isn't it?
What, you mean I'm going too?
Yeah.
Me and you
Yeah, of course, come on, we've got a lot to do, a lot of packing to do. Australia, here we come. Hey, you have to get passports.
I'll get right on it, Arthur.
Once a jolly swag man playing with his gooly-gong.
Billabong, Arthur.
Playing with his billabong. Marvellous.
It's going to be brilliant.
Will we have to have jabs?
I don't think so, no.
How long's the flight?
Well, I think it'll be quite a long time.
Isn't it amazing? You think of it. Lady Luck marking me down as one of her own on the other side of the world. It makes you feel like one of them famous seafaring captains, you know, Francis Drake, Pargo Molo, and the man who discovered Australia himself, Christopher Columbus.
Cook?
No, he was a captain, surely.
Cook discovered Australia.
Oh, yeah, of course he did. Hence the travel agents.
These are merely photocopies, McCabe.
Mr. Daly's bringing the originals. He wouldn't let them out of his sight.
I suppose that's understandable. If they prove his title...
Yeah?
When are they due in?
Tomorrow morning. I booked them in the Regent, like you said.
You will keep an eye on Mr. Daly until things are sorted out. I don't want to bring him halfway around the world and then have him slip under a bus before the estate's cleared up.
You're paying?
He is legally represented here, is he?
What? Oh, sure, yeah, no worry.
One other thing. My secretary had a call from Mr. Daly regarding his wife, Shirl.
Shirl?
Shirl Indoors. Odd name. Nevertheless, apparently she can't come, so Mr. Daly's bringing his young nephew. Treat for the kid, I suppose.
Yeah, that'll be the reason.
How much?
That's £30, Governor.
so. 20 on the top.
God bless you. You're going to bankrupt us leaving tips like that.
No worries, Ray. From now on in, we're first class. You got everything?
Of course I have.
I don't want you getting overawed and forgetting essentials.
I'm not overawed.
The inexperienced traveller, it can get to you, Ray. Tickets.
In your hand. Well, they have been since you picked them up. How do you keep them dry in a shower?
Mock not, Ray. The secret of long-distance travel is preparedness.
Well, I'm perfectly prepared. I mean, I love nipping off abroad.
Jack, this is more than a nip, Ray. I had a look at that globe in the lockup. And just when you expect them to put the undercarriage down and get a nice whiff of paella, they turn left and carry on.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Visas.
Inner passports. Yeah, you better have yours. You've got to sign it.
What's this? Where'd you get? You've been ripped off.
Well, it's a new one.
But look at the colour of it.
It's kosher. You just have to sign it.
Citizen? I knew that wall coming down would mean trouble.
Arthur, it's an EEC passport.
Well, how come you ain't got one?
Because I got mine before they was changed over.
So did I.
Yeah, but Arthur, yours ran out in 1960-something.
Well, it looks like a ration book.
Well, we're going to have to use them eventually.
Well, in the meantime, I want a proper one. Her Britannic Majesty, blue cardboard, a full Monty.
Arthur, just stop making them.
To Paris, Delhi and Madras, flight AI 128, boarding Abbey 23.
Mrs. Silverton, please go immediately to gate 24.
You said you was an old hand. I mean, you done plenty of this island hopping when you was young.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Isle of Wight, Isle of Man.
Well, granted, a lot of this is new, but the principle of trans-world exploration... What you doing?
All hand luggage must pass through the machine, sir.
No, I'm not parting with this. It's full of confidential information.
It's the law, sir.
Well, have you got a sniffer dog or something?
Arthur.
Arthur.
Stephen Berger, please contact airport information and telephone inquiries.
You cannot have anything else metal on you, Arthur. You wouldn't be able to walk.
Do you mind? You felt there once already.
Would you go through, please, again, sir?
How do you think the plane was going to take off carrying that lot?
Ask any globetrotter, Ray, will tell you the same. All essential items should be kept on your person. Chef first. Got one free with a gallon of 3-star in 1966.
Essential.
They all have them. You can't get Alan Wicker out the front door unless he's got his lucky rabbit's foot with him.
You're just right around there, thank you.
Hello, my dear.
Good evening.
Nice to see you again.
Welcome aboard, sir.
Hello.
And just down
Cheers. Hey, Ray. This is a duff ticket. Our seats have done a runner.
Come on, Arthur, we're business class.
Oh.
Upstairs.
Upstairs? Bus.
See you soon, Rod.
Good stuff.
Need a lift, Rod?
Like I need a hole in the head.
What a feeling, eh? Surge of power down that runway.
Do it often enough, Ray, you get blasé.
That's the only way to travel, Arthur.
What you doing?
I thought I'd get a bit of shut-eye. Mate was telling me that the only way to avoid jet lag is catnapping.
Right. Jet lag. Term unknown to the battle-hardened traveller. It's all in the mind. Just pace yourself, there's no problem. Here, they're bringing round the free booze. Get your hand up.
Catch the wrong bit in there, could do some real damage, eh, Rod?
There you go, Mr. Reed. You'll get every cent. I need time.
Rodney, relax. I haven't come to have a blue with you. I've got you a nice little engagement.
Sorry, sir, no pipes or cigars on board.
I thought that was just for them downstairs with the baggage.
No, cigarettes are allowed in designated smoking areas, sir.
Don't smoke cigarettes. Where are you going?
Well, gents, all right?
No. Not now. Wait till we land.
But it's hours, Arthur. I need to go now.
Ray, I may not be able to look your mother in the eye again.
What's the problem?
You don't have to know. It happens. The jet set.
What happens?
Toilets. Get a special tie. The Ton Up Club.
It's the Mile High Club, Arthur. If it does happen, there's some very supple people about.
This job, engagement, what do I have to do?
Just be yourself, Rodney. Just be yourself. Got 4, served 2. Lucky. Nobody likes a con artist, Rod. Not even those in the business. There's something dishonest about it.
Crime's crime?
Maybe you're right. I wouldn't know. Last time I saw you, you were a priest. Time before that, a doctor. You understand the way people are. I bet there's no one you couldn't be, if you put your mind to it.
Do you know that feeling you get in your mouth when you get a call from the Inland Revenue? Oh, thank God. I thought these planes were supposed to be quick.
We'll soon be down.
How long we been going?
13 hours.
Oh. What's the right time in Sydney?
Why?
Well, I want to put my watch right.
Yeah, but you need Singapore time.
Hey?
It's where we're landing, Arthur.
You mean we're not there?
Nah. Quick refuel, then maybe another 7 or 8 hours on to Sydney.
Oh, my God. They should make those globes bigger. Give you more of an idea.
As for the weather, we've got another hot one lined up for you today and for the rest of the week. Temperatures expected to go even higher than at the weekend, 42 degrees. Gee, that's warming up nicely. So get ready for the heat wave, folks.
Wakey, wakey, Arthur. Breakfast is ready.
Let's see what her indoors wants on her toast.
She's in England, Arthur, and you're on a plane. Here, have a Bucks Fizz, liven you up a bit.
057, boarding gate 28.
G'day, Arthur. G'day, Ray. Welcome to Sydney. Come on, I've got a car waiting. You all right, Arthur?
Who turned up the eating?
It's a beauty, isn't it?
That might not be a bad idea.
You're right, especially if we get this heat wave there threatening.
Where'd you say we were, Ray?
You blokes go and freshen up and I'll pick you up in a couple of hours.
Arthur! Arthur, over here. Reservation in the name of Daly. Arthur and Raymond Daly. Right. Cheers.
The truss is not going to take long. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah?
What?
So what wouldn't you mind?
Carry on.
I'll have your bags sent up to your room.
Oh, cheers.
We do hope you enjoy your stay.
Well, we're looking forward to it, aren't we, Arthur? Arthur, is that flight getting to you?
No, you must forgive his boyish enthusiasm. He's,
And what?
He's my nephew. All these trips across the world, all a bit much for him.
G'day, mate. How you going? Haven't seen you for a while. Hello, Barry. Schooner, Pete, please.
Well, well. If it isn't the famous private eye and full-time lowlife.
G'day, Susan. Good morning in court.
You bastard. You really don't care, do you?
If a woman comes to me and says she thinks her husband's doing an awful lot of overtime, and I check it out and I take a few pictures and she gets to know the truth, what have I done wrong?
People mess around. No one would have been any the wiser until you started poking your nose in. Oh, but you don't give a damn. And now I'm defending an assault charge.
Exactly. You wouldn't have a job except for the likes of me. You want a beer?
The day you give me a job worth doing, I'll buy the drinks.
Pete! Another schooner, mate. That'll be $2.30.
Here, Arthur, do you know the water goes down the plug hole clockwise in Australia?
Well, how's it going in England?
Plenty clockwise.
Oh, Raymond. I hope the hell I've suffered in the last 24 hours is going to yield more than that one piece of information. Come! Ah. Oh, wait, hold on, hold on. What's this?
Our finest wine, sir.
He's Australian.
That's right, sir.
Oh, I like a man who does his bit for the economy. But when it comes to fine plonk, you must know I'm a bit of a connoisseur. Go and get us something decent.
It's won prizes, sir.
Yeah, so is Desert Orchid. But you'd stop short of putting your lips around him. Go on, off you go. You can't tell these colonials anything, Ray.
Arthur, I think there's something we should discuss.
Oh. Fire away. Oh, these prawns are lovely. You should have one.
It's important, Arthur. You're carrying on like the inheritance is already yours.
Well, don't worry. There is no doubt that Joshua Daly is my great-uncle. Won't be long now.
Have a nice day, Rod. And wipe that grin off your face. Somebody very close to you has just died.
Good seeing you blokes again. You'll enjoy the view better this way.
This is the business, ain't it, Arthur?
I'm going up and down, Ray.
He was all right 5 minutes ago.
When do we get to Sydney Harbour?
Arthur!
Mr. Evans wanted to see you ASAP. He's a bit of an old wowser, likes everything done by the book.
What's it about?
Oh, God knows. Your solicitor will sort that out. I've arranged to meet lunchtime.
Solicitor?
I've got you the best young lawyer in Sydney. Evans says you need one.
Yeah, he would. Masons the world over, making work for their own. Not necessary, Bill. It's all in here. If your Mr. Evans can read English, we just have to show our faces and collect. I'm going to spend the first million on holiday home in the Isle of Sheppey. Cut out the travel.
You feel fine after a sleep, Arthur?
I won't feel fine till I've got Terra Winchester under my feet.
Can the Dailies come in now, please?
Oi! What's going on?
Please don't shout, Mr. Daly.
I am not shouting. That is not the English way. I'm merely trying to communicate my surprise. I travelled thousands of miles, expecting to cop for my great-uncle's will, only to find 5 other dailies expecting the same.
Obviously, I hired private detectives to search every country where there seemed to be a connection with the deceased. You wouldn't expect me to do otherwise.
You could have saved yourself the bother. You've seen my documents.
I'll need to examine those at a later date to check they're genuine.
How dare you?
Come on, Arthur. Mr. Evans has got a job to do. We can talk about it later, after you've rested.
Rest? I don't need rest. I need a lawyer. Someone with an English sense of fair play.
I can recommend...
I'd rather you didn't make things worse, Mr. Evans. Arthur, come on. This changes my whole attitude to Bodyline.
I don't like it. I haven't had a chance to research, plan. I thought I just turned up, signed on the dotted line.
You thought wrong.
It's too risky. I want out.
You don't get it, do you? Do you? You've got no option on this, Rod. I've been playing this for weeks, and you've got too many bad debts to say no. You're Joshua Daly's illegitimate son because I say you are. And you're going to stay that way until I tell you it can stop.
What about the others?
Shouldn't be a problem. Your paperwork's good. Did it myself.
Pom, we're shouting the odds.
Yeah, so I hear. He needs checking.
You sure, Arthur? You seen the prices in it?
Uncle Joshua will provide.
Yeah, and how much is this lawyer going to cost, eh?
I want justice, Ray. McCabe says he knows the best. Price doesn't come into it.
Arthur, what if it turns out to be one of the other dailies?
You've seen the documentation. I am a genuine article.
Arthur, Ray, this is Susan Hamilton. She's your lawyer.
Pleased to meet you.
How'd you do?
Pleased to meet you.
Look, you're all right, Arthur. We've seen the papers. Somerset House, clear as day. Now, without wishing to cast aspersions...
I'd like to look into the exact working of the will. It may be that Joshua had assets that could be split as well as Paradise Springs.
Paradise Springs?
Joshua's estate. I gather that's what it's called. But I imagine that'll go intact. As I say, I won't know till I speak to Evans.
What should we do meantime?
Well, if there's anything else that you can dredge up that links Arthur to Joshua, let me know.
Any more wine?
Arthur, come on, you'll pass the sell-by date.
Raymond, if you're knackered, don't be afraid to say so. Don't be embarrassed because you're not used to it.
This way. Excuse me, I'm going to get back to the hotel.
Arthur.
Out.
Who was that woman?
Well, you know what to do.
I don't know, Arthur. You sure you're up to it? I mean, you've only had an hour's kip.
I'll kill two birds with one stone. See the family heirlooms and establish an irrefutable link.
Yeah, but you still won't be over the jet lag.
Yeah, I never felt better in my life. Hello.
Was everything okay, sir?
Oh, lovely. And the other wine, the pink fizzy stuff, excellent.
Where'd you like?
Yeah, bung a crate up in the room, will you, for when we get back?
A crate?
Oh, save us sending down every 5 minutes. Stick it on my account.
Whatever you say, sir.
Arthur, that was a 50 you gave him.
Yeah, it's only Australian money, though, isn't it?
Good day, Mr. Daly. Your car's waiting for you outside, sir.
Oh, Tar, stick it on my slate, will you? My bill.
Of course. May I ask where you're going, sir?
I beg your pardon?
Well, I was wondering where you're going.
Is there no such thing as privacy on this island?
Oh, it's nothing personal, sir. It's just that once outside the city, people have been known to get lost.
Oh, no. Be prepared. Tradition drummed into every Englishman from the age when he's first able to fix his own woggle.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to see the family mansion.
Oh.
Just nipping up the road. Probably be back in about an hour or so.
Well, enjoy yourselves.
Good day. No, I'm going to leave my coat with reception. Oh. Hey. Yeah. Oi, Ray, stop mucking about. If I wanted a Tonka toy, I'd have asked for one.
Yeah, but they'll use them over here. Ideal for when you get off the main roads.
Ray, I am navigating. We will not be going off the main roads.
What, any ideas?
Ray, do you think Columbus had his second lieutenant breathing over his shoulder while he was trying to negotiate the great unknown?
Columbus went 7,000 miles out of his way, Arthur.
My point, exactly. Turn left.
Turn left?
Yeah.
Where? Where do I turn left?
Up ahead.
Up ahead is all there is, Arthur. It never ends. It's forward or backwards. There's nowhere to turn to.
Well, keep calm, Ray, keep calm. I know exactly where we are. It's just a question of finding it on the map.
We are lost, Arthur.
No, we aren't. It's not my fault, it's a map. If I can find Bork, Paradise Springs is behind it.
Let's have a look.
Hey, what's that? It's a lorry. I'll flag him down. He'll put us straight. I think he stopped to have a brew up.
Arthur, you're seeing things. Look, it's a mirage.
I am not. I know lorry drivers. All the same the world over. 2 tea bags every 10 miles.
I'm telling you, there's nothing out there. We're on our own.
Spirit of El Alamein. Remember Monty Way?
If there's nothing in her office, then the documents are with Daly. And if they're so valuable he won't let them out of his sight, then I really think we need to have a look at them, don't you? Find out what we're up against. Get after him. Get the documents. I don't care what you do, just get them.
I knew this was a mistake. It'll be getting dark soon.
Arthur, let me concentrate.
That's when they come out.
What do?
Spiders.
What you going on about?
I read about them in a book. killer spiders, like toupees, on legs. That's why there's so much open space. They've eaten everything.
Give over.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah! Leg it, Ray!
Hey!
Ah. Ray?
G'day. Could you call Mr. Daly's suite, please? Tell him it's Bill McCabe. I'm afraid Mr. Daly and his nephew are out. Can I take a message? Where'd they go? I'm looking after them while they're in town.
They went for a drive.
A drive?
Well, they shouldn't be too long if you care to wait. They're just nipping up the road.
Did they say where exactly?
Family mansion or something.
Oh,
Still want to wire it, Arthur. Why can't we stay inside? The wind's as hot as the sun.
Greenhouse effect.
Oh, I thought that was when you used the wrong deodorant or something.
Yeah, that as well.
We'd be safe in there.
We'd fry, Arthur.
Off the ground. This is tarantula country, Ray.
There are no tarantulas here.
It's said in the book.
Look, I'm sure there are tarantulas in Australia, but they're only dangerous when you corner them. Given the fact there are no corners here as far as the eye can see, I think we can assume that we're going to be pretty safe.
All right, Raymond, all right. There's no need for sudden outbreaks. We need to stay cool, especially if there are snakes around.
No good, Arthur. This car's at it. Hey, what's up? Arthur, you right?
I'm dying, Ray. And I'll never see my inheritance. Paradise Springs. Land of milk and honey, Ray. I had plans. 6 months. Sunshine. Creature comforts. I'm fading fast, Ray.
You've just had a bit too much sun, that's all. I mean, you're still hungover from the flight, that's it, isn't it?
If I go first, Ray, help yourself.
You what?
There's not much on me, but I'd rather you had it than the vultures.
Vultures?
Chapter 11.
Arthur, you're going to be fine, trust me.
Oh.
And that's the fried daily. You forget it.
You're a good boy, Ray. Best thing I ever did, taking you on.
What's up? What?
Smile? Yeah, like you said earlier. It needs to know we're friendly. Oh, it moved!
No, it didn't.
Did it ever go to sleep?
I don't know. You're the Australian wildlife expert. What did it say in the book?
I don't know. Didn't get that far. It was too upsetting. See if its eyelids are getting heavy.
Arthur, I'm not about to start eyeballing a dangerous animal.
We could sink to it. Oh, saved! Oh. Shh. No sudden movements, Ray. Act natural.
You blokes scared me to death. If you don't know these roads, you can soon... Is everything all right? You got a smack in the mouth, Arthur.
Spider.
Oh, yeah. So what's the problem with the car?
We were doing fine, and then Ray seemed to drift off the main road.
This is the main road.
What? It's a desert. You wouldn't send Bo Jest across here. I will never complain about the state of the North Circular again.
Well, Joshua lived here all his life, then?
Well, Paradise Springs. Yeah, never cared much for the city. He had all he needed up at the house. Just got on with his work, let the world turn without him.
The mark of a daily, Mr. McCabe. Self-sufficiency.
Is that what you call it?
Too much further?
Another couple of Ks.
I hope nothing's been touched.
Are you worried about thieves, Arthur?
Ray, no, nothing so callous. No, I just want to feel sure that everything is the way Great Uncle Joshua left it. I need to feel the man's spirit, Ray. I want to hear his voice. In fact, I'd appreciate a couple of minutes alone in the house when we get there.
All right, Arthur, can we go in?
Did he speak to you, Arthur?
Did he ever have anyone from the Ministry of Health round to look at this place?
Oh, he wouldn't have anyone around, apparently. Like I said, he had everything he wanted here, kept himself to himself.
It's very...
Cosy?
Primitive. I must say I wasn't expecting anything quite so prehistoric.
Didn't believe in mod cons, old Josh.
A walk-through roof.
Oh, when he first got out here, he slept under canvas. Couldn't get used to anything solid around him. Hardly ever rains here. When it did, he probably slept in the kitchen.
What about the springs?
Oh, there were some once. There aren't any more.
Well, let's have a look then.
Raymond, you remember those trips down Brick Lane when you were little? How I could never quite describe what it was like living in the East End in the 40s?
Yeah. Cheer up, Arthur. Land must be worth a fortune.
Too right. Farming rights, mining, he owned thousands of acres. Imagine what kind of a miser would sit on a fortune like that rather than spend it.
Yeah, imagine.
I will not take responsibility for an accident which can be laid squarely at the feet of the Ministry of Highways. Had there been any indication that we wasn't off the road, we'd never have stopped to check the map to see how we'll get back onto it. On top of which the key was faulty. A nation of berserkers, Ray.
Susan.
My office has been ransacked. There's nothing there that I can think anyone would want that badly. This must have something to do with you. It's the file they must be after. You really should get rid of it. Put it in the hotel safe.
I've travelled halfway across the world, my dear, with Charles and Di by my side. I'm not going to desert them now.
Look, the kind of bloke who tears up offices isn't going to think twice about coming on heavy with you.
No, the Australian mail holds no fears for me. One harsh word and the tears are never far behind. I mean, look at that Prime Minister you used to have. Never on the box without resorting to the Kleenex.
Susan's right, Arthur. You'd be best to come to my place.
I do not run scared, Bill. My room and a soup on or something English from the kitchen will be rod and staff enough.
So long as you're sure.
The dailies do not scare easily.
So you won't mind being on your own tonight then, Arthur?
What? Why? Where are you going?
He needs a break. So do I. I won't keep him out too late. Get a good night's sleep, Arthur. Big day tomorrow. Come on, Ray.
I do not believe the woman. No wonder Ned Kelly wore armour.
Listen, Susan Hamilton is not my favourite person in the world. She's put me in contempt of court more times than I care to remember. Plus, she seems to think she's the only principled person in the whole bloody country. But she's hardly guilty of dragging Ray off against his will.
I've got his morals to think of.
You seem fairly happy to me.
No, that is the English way. Put a brave face on things. That boy has led a sheltered life, and he's shy. A dangerous combination.
Well, if he gets really worried, he can always shout for help.
No. My Ray's not a squealer. He'll bear it with fortitude. His family.
All right, I better be going. I've got a few things to do.
What, now?
Don't forget to bolt your door when you get back. If anyone knocks, get them to speak and only open up to a voice you recognise. That British thing, having a go, forget it.
Oh, I will.
OK. See you at my place, 12 o'clock tomorrow. Have a good night.
Bill, have you seen a view from my room, Bill?
So where are we going then?
Get something to eat, a couple of beers.
Yeah, but what about the sights?
Well, the Opera House is over there, zoo's down there, Botany Bay's up there. You want more? Come on, get in the car. Now we can get on with having a nice, quiet evening.
Is all of them?
All 6.
G'day, you old bugger. How's life on the force? Hey, listen, mate, I need a favour. Rodney Thompson, I thought he was still in jail. Oh, really? Well, could you get his address for me and run a rego check? New South Wales plate R10. Yes, they might be connected. Oh, that's good, mate. When can you let me know by? Okay, give us a ring in the office first thing. See ya.
Arthur, what time do you call this?
Well, I went out clubbing, didn't I? Yeah, anyway, what time do you call it then?
Well, I thought I might have to come and rescue you. You might be being brutalised or something.
You've got some real funny ideas about Australians, haven't you, Arthur?
Yeah, I suppose I have been a bit unfair on our cousins down under. I mean, when all's said and done, when the surf's settled, basically, they're English, aren't they? I mean, from years ago.
Yeah, right, hang on. Yeah, go on. Yeah? Yeah. Right. Oh, bloody beauty, mate, I owe you one. G'day, Mr. Daly.
Ray, I can't stand this heat.
You should get some different clothes.
Raymond, we are sartorial ambassadors.
At what time are we meeting Susan and McCabe?
About 12. What? What's up?
I think we've got company. Don't stop. We just have to keep nice and public.
Ah, Mr. Dave.
Come on.
Come on.
Catching us up. Do something.
Look, meet me at the pier and try and blend in with the locals.
His name's Rodney Thompson, just out of jail. He's the stooge. Read your man. Take your pick. Fraud, forgery, criminal deception. Not that you'll get anything on him. I just thought you'd be interested.
Oh, where have you guys been?
I suddenly felt like going for a run.
All right.
Yeah, I think so.
Aren't you a little old for that?
I'm blending in. Did you lose him, Ray?
Yeah.
Lose who?
Him. Oh, my God, he's brought his brother with him.
Come on, Arthur.
Good luck, Ray.
Arthur? Rolf Harris.
What?
Bad move.
Have a go, you man! Good on you, Ray. Where's the others?
No, I've had it. I need a pina colada and an oxygen tent.
Look out for me!
Oh, God. Huh?
You carry on, I'll try and slow him down.
Absolutely not. Hey, you're sure he's not dead yet? Oh, all our medical insurance is back at the hotel. One more step and I may be forced to let the Royals have a swim.
Arthur, they want to destroy what's in there.
Oh.
Arthur!
Thank God.
As you know, I have undertaken considerable research in order to discover Joshua Daly's descendants and, consequently, to apportion his estate.
Apportion?
However, it is now clear that the inheritance will pass undivided to the single extant claimant with prior title.
What's he on about?
That is of closest family.
Family, Ray. I felt that in the desert with Josh, the bond.
Joshua was a man who liked to keep himself to himself, but during his time stuck out in the Never Never, he became versed in one or two rural practices.
The Daly way, merge with the environment.
It appears that in this period he took a partner, but not legally. Not the first four, in fact. He undertook a series of vows not recognized by the courts. The offspring were therefore disregarded in relation to his will.
Every man is entitled to one aberration.
Of the three marriages he undertook on his walkabout in the 1930s, one was joined under civil law.
I'd hardly use the phrase walkabout.
This marriage, solemnized in the Central Registry Office, Melbourne, produced a son.
No, stop the proceedings. It's a ringer. I demand a recount.
Joshua Daly's sole heir is Dmitri Vasilis Aristotle Daly.
Yes! Thank you. How could you do that?
He's family, Arthur.
Who isn't?
He's definitely the one, no doubt about it. I'm sorry.
I can't believe Uncle Joshua was such a gadabout. Family everywhere.
You came real close, Arthur.
I still think there was something iffy about that handshake Evans gave Aristotle.
Oh, come on, Arthur, it's not all bad. We've had some good times.
Yeah, I've enjoyed myself. Might give Susan another job sometime.
I might even take it. Goodbye, Arthur.
Goodbye.
Thanks for the tour of the sights.
Well, I'm glad you're all happy. All I've had is a few plates of overdeveloped shrimps and a day trip to the Cagliari. Hardly compensation for losing the family fortunes and being introduced to Stavros Daliopoulos. With all due respect, I cannot wait to get home.
Well, how soon are you going?
I was going to ask you that. Do we have to go back on any special day?
No, any time. Buy a standard single, go back when you like.
Bye.
Why didn't you read it?
I did.
You didn't read it properly. If you'd let me near the tickets, I'd have
I didn't
sussed
want
it.
you losing them and getting us into trouble.
Trouble? What do you call this? We will provide 2 single tickets to Sydney and bed and breakfast accommodation.
I must have been over-emotional when I got the invite.
Yeah, and over-extravagant since you moved into this hotel. I mean, how are we going to pay for all this? Champagne, room service, minibar, cigars, laundry? I mean, even Mel Gibson couldn't afford what you've been ordering.
Is there any left in there?
Oh, Harper!
No, temper, Ray. Very ugly. Remember Khrushchev?
We're stuffed. We haven't got enough cash left for a bus to Bondi, never mind the air tickets. We cannot afford to pay this hotel bill. We're going to have to do a runner.
Ray, if you think a man in my position is going to abscond from one of the world's top hotels without paying, you're very much mistaken.
OK. Any other suggestions?
I think the fire exit's favourite. Go on.
You will keep an eye on Mr. Daly until things are sorted out. I don't want to bring him halfway around the world and then have him slip under a bus before the estate's cleared up.
G'day, Arthur. G'day, Ray. Welcome to Sydney.
It's important, Arthur. You're carrying on like the inheritance is already yours.
You're Joshua Daly's illegitimate son because I say you are. And you're going to stay that way until I tell you you can stop.
I travelled thousands of miles expecting a cop for my great-uncle's will, only to find 5 other Dalys expecting the same.
Get after him. Get the documents. I don't care what you do, just get them.
Joshua Daly's sole heir is Dmitri Vasilis Aristotle Daly.
No, stop the proceedings. It's a ringer. I demand a recount.
We haven't got enough cash left for a bus to Bondi, never mind the air tickets. We cannot afford to pay this hotel bill.
If you think a man in my position is going to abscond from one of the world's top hotels without paying, you're very much mistaken.
OK. Any other suggestions?
I think the fire exit's favourite. Go on. It's all in here. It is all in here. Her Britannic Majesty requests and requires that I be allowed to pass freely without let or hindrance and given all necessary assistance, all over the place. I think that sums up our situation.
But that means they let you in, Arthur. It doesn't mean they bail you out.
Look, it may have escaped your notice, but this country still flies the Union Jack. Commonwealth ties, Ray. You'll see. And we was wondering what these mates of ours would do if they found themselves with no money and no ticket home. I mean, what would be their best course of action?
British nationals, you say?
Bred and born.
I find it hard to believe that your mates came to this country in the first place without a return ticket. But if they have, between you and I'm afraid it would be their responsibility to extricate themselves as best they can.
Would it?
The British taxpayer can hardly be expected to foot the bill for every foolhardy traveller.
Do you mean to tell me Her Majesty's government is unwilling to stump up the readies to send these poor unfortunates home?
It's not in our brief, old boy.
I'm shocked, nay, disgusted. These two lads have pulled their weight for our fair nation, financially through crippling taxes and, in the older gent's case, bodily, fighting for freedom and democracy when Britain faced her darkest hour. And now, when fate deals a crumpled card, you cannot extend a helping hand to us.
Them.
We do have our guidelines.
What you have, my man, is art of stone. I shall be banging off a very strong letter to the Foreign Office.
Sorry to be of so little help.
Yeah, thanks.
And I think you should warn your mates that the Australian authorities take a very dim view of any overseas visitor who violates the conditions of his visa.
How dim would that be?
Arrest, deportation, and thereafter, persona non grata.
Disgraceful, because we didn't go to the same school as him. The indignity of it. Deported from Australia.
You haven't been yet, but we will be if the police catch up with us.
An outrage, nothing less. There was a time when being British counted for something. We looked after our own, the Pax Britannica. Now they're only prepared to send you home in a wooden box. Hey, what police?
Yeah, your Land of Hope and Glory speech didn't mention us British doing a runner from the hotel, did it?
A temporary absence, Raymond. We will make full restitution. You got any change?
Yeah, what for?
It's ringing. Hello? Hello, Dave? Hello, Dave?
Put the money in.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Dave? Hello, Dave? Oh, hello, Ethel. It's the cleaner. No. It's Arthur here, Ethel. How are you? Arthur? Yeah, I'm in Australia. Yeah, you're very nice, thank you. Yeah, very hot. Yeah, no, Ray's with me.
Get on with it, Arthur.
Ethel, is Dave there? Ah. Oh, all right then, never mind. Bye-bye.
What you doing? Why didn't you leave him a message?
I couldn't. I could never face her again. She admires me.
But you just wasted $8. Let me in there.
I'm not interested in the others, just the English bloke.
Arthur Daly.
So I led to believe.
Do you think you registered under that name?
Oh, yes. You'd be too clever not to. And the so-called nephew. Masterstroke bringing him along. I think we'd better find out a bit more about her, Mr. Daly. Like who he is and how long he's been in Australia.
The point is, Ethel, I need to speak to Dave, urgent. He's what? But when's he coming back, then? No, never mind. No message. He's closed the club up and he's gone off driving around the south of England. I mean, what the hell's he playing at?
Oh, he's gone looking for a country pub.
He's what?
Yeah, I said we might buy one when I get back.
Well, why didn't you say so before we stuffed $16 into the phone?
Well, I didn't think he took me literally.
You're Arthur, well, aren't he, except a reverse charge phone call?
No.
Well, what do you reckon?
No, her indoors didn't want to be in the house on her own. She's gone up to Norfolk to stay with her sister.
Well, you got her number then?
No, it's a caravanette. I ain't got a phone.
So we're stranded and it's cost us $16 to find out.
Hey, we'll have to phone your mum.
Oh, no way, Arthur. They've bailed me out enough times. And you're supposed to be keeping me out of trouble, not dropping me in it. This is down to us, Arthur.
Ray?
What?
I'm hungry. So that's it. We're up the effluent billabong.
It's not looking great.
Well, your capacity for understatement is very irritating.
We are going to have to find some work.
Work?
Finish your toast.
I lost my appetite.
You might regret that in a few days' time. What you doing?
Get another cup of tea.
No way, Arthur. This is a tight budget.
I always have 2 teas with my breakfast.
Look, if we're going to pay back the hotel and raise the cash for the air tickets, we've got to watch every penny. So I've got $28.45. Turn out your pockets.
You mind?
Come on. Is that it? You won't be needing these then, Arthur.
Why?
Because there's nothing in the budget for cigars. OK, so it's not the Ritz.
This is for students. I can't stay here.
It's dirt cheap.
I'm not surprised. In! In! Oh.
Of course, I wouldn't be able to discuss, I guess, business, you understand, but if you want my opinion...
Oh, we do.
He's into something big. Very big.
Yeah?
Heavy tipper, too. Of course, to a man like Mr. Daly, that'd be just small change. Champagne in his suite every day, and French. Nothing but the best for Mr. Daly.
Yeah.
We'd like a booking for the night.
Singles or double?
A double, please.
He's my nephew.
Sure. $9 each. No cooking in the rooms, vacate by 9 in the morning, no pets.
If you let us have the key, I'd like to freshen up.
The rooms don't open till 9 in the evening.
What are we supposed to do till then?
The reproduction process for the largest of all the marsupials is by far the most fascinating. The red kangaroo. Big Red has a secret.
I'll keep in the lockup rather than this.
Well, you can't. This is the best you're going to get.
Yeah, I might have guessed. There's always a caterpillar in the salad.
I'm going to shoot out for a while. Look for a job.
I better come with you.
No, there's no need.
Oh, there's very unsavoury types about. If I don't watch my back, they'll be out with the cosh and away with my wallet.
Well, they'd be sorely disappointed, right?
No, Ray. When humanity sinks to its lowest, they'll have the fillings out of your teeth. We stick together. Safety in numbers. You are looking at a lad who's got a City Guild in domestic science from the Willesden College of Cookery and Catering. He can knock you out a Bœuf Bourguignon quicker than you can say Tarratel Malata. Isn't that right, Ray?
Yeah. Cooked burger before?
Have you?
English, huh? Okay.
How much an hour?
5.
10.
6.
8.
7.
Done.
Thing I have been.
Come on.
Not exactly a comprehensive dossier, is it? What he drinks, what he smokes, how he likes his soul off the bone.
That's all we could get. He's very elusive.
So it seems. You better go and issue a polite invitation. Leave it till this afternoon, though. He's probably lunching at the yacht club.
5 burgers. Peter's docking it out my wages, you know. And the hot dog you didn't finish.
I meant to talk to you about that. It's a bit rubbery. Perhaps you should leave him in a bit longer.
I'll bear it in mind. What are you doing? $2.30, mate.
Ray. What? A little freshener.
What you doing?
Working out how long it's going to take us to get out of this benighted country.
And?
By my reckoning, 17 months. You're going to have to get another job.
Hey, I've worked my fingers to the bone already, Arthur. I'm completely knackered, in case you ain't noticed.
Over here, mate.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir. Could I just take a minute of your time? I've got the end of a line of stock my company's been selling, which I can let you have really cheap. Only $5. Now, if you'd like to take a look.
Excuse me, my dear. Give up now.
Sorry?
You're never going to shift that rubbish.
Aren't I?
You're making all the elementary errors.
What do you mean, rubbish?
Well, the quality is immaterial. It's your technique. You could whip out the crown jewels and I still wouldn't buy it.
Why not?
1, never ask for a minute of my time. It beggars the answer, no. 2, never describe it as the end of a line. Makes me think it'd be out of fashion before I got it home.
How should I describe it?
Well, if your gear's as iffy as I suspect, the less said the better. 3, the word cheap. A person's character is reflected in the price they pay for their accoutrements. No one likes to be thought of as in the cheap category.
Oh, how do they like to be thought of?
Shrewd, tasteful, eye for a bargain.
This man annoying you, miss?
Yeah, can I take that for a minute? And the bag. Evening, gents.
Hey.
Enjoyed your drinks, I hope?
Yep. Fine, thanks.
Just off home to the wife?
Worse luck.
How well I understand. Been signed on myself for 35 years come spring.
Do you know that guy?
Good on you.
Yeah, his family.
Just when the conversation's flowing and the beer's going down nicely, a still small voice says in your ear, time to go home.
You said it.
But for a modest investment, you could be sitting here till chucking out time, safe in the knowledge of a warm welcome when you return. Here, take a seat.
No, we're on our way.
No. Picture this. It's 11:30. You've had an enjoyable session with the boys. You go up the driveway, key in the door. What's your mistake?
Being legless.
Wrong. In my experience, your alcohol content is neither here nor there. Your problem is you're empty-handed. Now, I happen to be market testing a brand new product which is all set to be the biggest seller of the coming year. And what is more, I can let you have it for the factory price.
What is it?
Very good question. This is a high-tech, auto-lighting, miniature makeup kit come vanity case with, sporting a range of non-run colours for every complexion. Integral light for the little touch-up at the disco. All set in hard-wearing effect case, fashioned in the French style.
How much?
Call me foolish, I'm not asking 20, I'm not asking 18. You can have this for a paltry $15. Well, of course, if you all decided to have one, I consider that a wholesale deal, and I'll knock them out for $10 a piece.
What the hell? We'll have one. We get another drink in.
You won't regret it, gentlemen. There we are. There we are. And there we are. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nice to do business with you. There you are, my dear. I'm prepared to impart further education in the daily technique but only in return for the address of your supplier.
Oh, I can introduce you to him. You two should get on. He's family.
Ray, I mean, I've got to buy the bloke a drink.
All right, but give me back what you don't spend.
All right, all right. You're worse than her indoors.
Hi, Dad.
Hello.
Dad, this is Arthur.
Arthur.
How'd you do?
And this is Ray.
No, Ray.
Nice one.
Well, you're the pom with the patter. Rapper's bags in here, mate, but the beer's cold. What'll you have?
Vodka and tonic for me, and Ray will have something light, won't you, Ray? Ray?
Robin tells me you're in a bit of a spot. Life's been bowling you a few googlies.
Oh, well, a little hiccup in our affairs, you know.
Well, we've all been there, Arthur. I mean, I've put my hand to a lot of things in my time. Mind you, I've never done anything unless there was a quid in it, and usually a very good quid. But this bloody recession, mate, I mean, it's really hit people bad. This bloody rat-bag boom-bust economy, it's really driving every... Sorry, Arthur, that's just me.
Well, let's hope it leads to a fruitful relationship. Your daughter tells me that you can lay your hands on assorted merchandise.
Yeah, well, I got the odd box back at the unit, yeah.
What I'm specially interested in is anything electronical. I find a working man is a sucker for gadgets, especially when he's on the outside of a few pints.
Yeah, I think I know the sort of stuff you're after. What do you have then, kids?
Oh, count us out, Dad. I'm taking Ray on a trip round the harbour.
Oh, Ray, what about your hot dogs?
Well, there's no cricket today, Arthur. I got the afternoon off.
Yeah, but shouldn't you be filling in with something temporary?
Oh, give the lad a break, Arthur. All work and no play, you know.
Don't you be late for that bar job?
Can't blame him, you know. I mean, the pubs these days are bloody bedlam.
Hey, what sort of payout did you get on them things?
Pokies? Oh, bad. Pretty good. You crack a jackpot with them, mate, it'll bury you in brass up to your kneecaps.
Really?
Why don't you give it a go? Try your luck.
Yeah. All right.
Here, Driller. Schooner and a vodka tonic. And I'll have 20 on Maria Martin in the fifth on the nose.
Top two players green, the next one is My Way's Best. Behind those in the 1-1 is still Maria Martin.
Maria Martin?
Arthur Daly.
Very funny.
Here you go, Arthur.
Oh, so we have a different system at the Winchester.
I'll tell you what I got that might interest you, Arthur. Solar-powered FM radios. Beautiful things with their own headphones, made right here in God's own.
What's wrong with them?
They're solar-powered, Arthur, but you have to be pretty close to the bloody sun to get them going, you know what I mean?
What is the pre-retail price of these astronaut specials?
$10 a piece.
Oh, miss, I gave you a $20 note.
Not till they've weighed in.
I'll take 2 on trial.
2? The thing's that bad?
No, but there's product testing, market evaluation, promotional research. You can't be too careful.
Had a bit of inside information, eh, Des?
How's that, love?
Maria Martin in at 25 to 1.
Beauty.
Look at this. Woohoo! How many of these radios do you say you got? 100% self-sufficient, ladies and gentlemen. No wires, no batteries, run by Mother Nature in the form of the sun. An inexhaustible power supply and ozone-friendly to boot.
And how much are you asking for it, mate?
$25. I'm my own worst enemy. Every component is guaranteed 100% Australian. Can you hear me, sir? Excuse me. Hello? Hello? There you are, ladies and gentlemen. The young man is completely engulfed in the music of Vivaldi to the exclusion of all other distracting noises. Such is the power of Solarad. Hello?
Amazing. It was like being there listening to a full orchestra. The French horns, the piccolos. I never knew you could get so much power out of a little box like that. I was really engulfed.
Don't overdo it.
I'll have one.
I'll have one.
There you are, ladies and gentlemen, another satisfied client. The perfect gift for the difficult relative. There we are, madam. Thank you very much. There we are, $25 change, madam. Thank you, sir. There we are.
Oh, that's amazing, ain't it?
Oh, it's big, all right.
When was it built?
I don't know.
What's that over there?
Don't know.
You're a mine of information, you, ain't you? Hey. Hey, what are you taking me?
You're privileged. I'm taking you to my favourite place. Hey.
Yeah.
You're falling asleep on me.
Sorry. Just wouldn't believe what I've been through in the last few days.
That isn't Arthur, is it?
There can't be two of him in Australia.
There you are, miles from anywhere, the football's 0-0. Could go anybody's way. With this little gadget, you need never miss a goal. You could be way in the middle of the outback and still tune in to your own team's triumph. $25, sir, and you never need worry about buying batteries again. One for you, sir? Very wise. There we are, sir. $30, $5 change. Thank you, sir. You won't regret it.
Arthur.
Right. Great spot, isn't it? Full of tourists. Just the place for flogging my new line.
What's that?
That, Raymond, is a solar-powered, frequently modulated, circulated integrated pocket radio. With this in your possession, you can stay in constant touch with whatever occupies your leisure or work time, be it finance, sport, music.
Yeah, right, Arthur. I'm not one of your punters.
Yeah, sorry.
You just be careful. You don't get nicked for trading without a licence.
Nah, petty regulations, Ray. I mean, what is democracy about if it's not freedom to supply and demand? Your dad's just gone off to get me some more ammunition. A couple more days like this, Ray, we'll be able to walk into the region with our heads held high. Oh, excuse me, sir. Oh, go on, send you up. Excuse me, sir. Can I interest you in a solar-powered, frequently modulated, circulated, integrated pocket radio? Why don't we just post them the money?
No way, Arthur. I want me clothes back. Now, come on.
Well, look, go in quietly. Try and avoid any embarrassment.
Good morning, Mr. Daly.
G'day, Mr. Daly.
Mr. Daly?
Good day, Mr. Daly. How are you going?
Hello, Mr. Daly.
Hello, Mr. Daly. Morning, Mr. Daly.
Ray, this is carnage.
Good day, Mr. Daly. Mr. Daly.
We'd like the bill, please.
Mr. Daly's account, please. Did you have a good trip?
Yeah. Very good.
Thank you. There we are. How will you be paid?
That is something I'll have to discuss with my assistant. That bill was the biggest load of fiction since Gone with the Wind. I know for a fact I never ordered an outback picnic. I don't eat boiled eggs. And I certainly haven't watched any adult videos.
Yeah, don't look at me. I can't believe they didn't know we'd gone. They must have thought we was on safari at Ayers Rock or something.
They still think we're away. I'm being charged for a luxury suite with harbour view and room service, while I'm living on kangaroo kebabs and bunking down with hippies and cockroaches every night.
It's not looking good.
Look, I've told you before about this understatement.
Listen, I'm late for my shift. You better not go back past the hotel. We can't show our face there till we're paid. I'll catch you later.
All right. Ray! Ray! Oh, my God.
Mr. Daly, I wonder whether you'd be free for a meeting with Mr. Reed.
Sugar. Mr.
Daly. Arthur Daly.
I don't have a sweet tooth myself. Arthur, eh? Nice touch. Very quaint. Still, it's too late now. Sandwich? Lamington.
What do you mean, too late?
We both tried to get our hands on the fortune. We both missed out. We have a lot in common.
Ah, but you trod the path of subterfuge, Mr. Reed, not me. I've got ancestral roots in the outback. The Dailies have been here ever since great Uncle Josh spotted the chance of an earner in the gold rush and packed his pick and shovel.
You know, you really are very good at it. If only we'd been partners before.
Before what?
Before now. Well, just what I need in England. Someone with money, contacts. Someone who can handle my kind of merchandise.
Well, I do have an awesome reputation for my Europe-wide network, yes. What sort of merchandise do you have in mind?
You really have to ask?
Hi.
Hey.
Thought you might need cooling down.
It's crazy, you know. I must have cooked 1,000 head of cattle just to pay the rent.
Wish we had more room. You could move in with us.
Yeah, that's a nice thought. We still on for the night?
If you can stay awake.
What's your dad and Arthur doing?
Don't know. Arthur hasn't come back yet.
When exactly would you deliver this merchandise?
It'll be a personal collection, of course. Don't want to take unnecessary risks.
Oh, absolutely. That's the way we do it at home.
Then you can meet some of my associates. Swap a few yarns, perhaps. They mostly speak pretty good English.
Oh, I look forward to that with anticipation.
Ross will drop you back at your hotel. The Regent, isn't it?
Ray, let me in. Ray, where you been?
Ray, we have got to get out of Australia.
Cheers, Arthur. I would have never known that.
No, you don't understand.
Oh, what are you cooking there, Ian?
Koala fat. You couldn't stop eating them yesterday.
I've had afternoon tea.
You what?
With sandwiches. No, I haven't spent anything.
Well, you ain't been down the Salvation Army, have you?
No, I have not. No. Thanks to you abandoning your sworn duty as a minder for a career in the salmonella industry, I have been well and truly hijacked.
Who by?
That Mr. Reed. Salvation is not the word that springs to mind, Ray. I'm doomed.
So he picked you up, took you to his mansion, gave you tea and sandwiches.
Yeah, little coconut cakes called lemons.
Yeah, all right, Arthur. Then he offered you a partnership and drove you back to the...
Ray, please don't remind me of it.
Maybe it's his way of apologising to you, Arthur. You know, for all the trouble he's caused you, mate.
I don't think you realise the enormity, Derek. This man is the Al Capone of the cream tea, and he thinks I'm the UK equivalent. If he has his way, I'll be going through customs carrying more chemicals than ICI. Well, there's only one thing for it.
You need to get out of Australia, mate.
Look, what we need is something we can sell for bigger money. We can pay for the hotel with a radio and hamburgers, but there's still the air tickets.
Well, I do have a box of more expensive gadgets. They're personal organisers. $200 a throw, but they're beautiful little things and they work perfectly.
But you haven't sold them. But they're not hot, are they?
Ray, it's a very warm country. Sale or return, Derek?
It's anything like Hyde Park in London.
Yeah, you could say that. Trees, grass, full of winos.
I've always wanted to visit England. I'm planning to as soon as I can.
Yeah? Well, when you do, you know you can stay at my place.
have a girl back in England? I don't mind, I'm just curious.
No, it's a good question. I'm just not really sure.
Well, if you're not really sure, that usually means you're sure.
Does it?
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna kiss you now.
Hello, Derek.
Des, Arthur, don't. No bugger in Australia is called Derek.
Yes. Being out here has been good for me. It gives man a sense of perspective. I mean, here I am on the other side of the world, and yet, how can I put it? What am I trying to say is, man is a pioneer, buffeted by the wings of fate.
Very well put, Arthur. Buffeted.
Me and Ray come to this far-flung corner of the Commonwealth. Well, I mean, let's face it, they couldn't have flung it much further, could they? And we had a setback. Things become a bit grim.
Grim, yes, Arthur.
But with hard work and inspiration, we will win through. That is what I mean by a pioneer, Derek.
Yes. Arthur. What is this, Arthur? Well, what is that, do you think?
Go on.
Pioneer.
Right, Desi. Get the food off your face, take the two-pot screamer, and get yourselves home.
Ooh. Well, Arthur, we shall leave this place and go to a bar around the corner where they don't mind a couple of pioneers having a drink and a laugh.
Pioneer.
Come on, get off the road, you bloody old woman! Yeah, Arthur, it's the coppers.
He's got a gun.
Of course he's got a gun, Arthur. You can't expect them to stop bank robbers by pulling out their personality, can you?
Having some sort of problem, fella?
Problem, officer, yes. Well, the problem was you driving like a cocky in a cage. I was unable to...
I have reason to believe you've been drinking this afternoon, sir.
He has reason to believe. We've been 10 out of 10, Sherlock.
Step out of the car, please, gentlemen.
What? Yes, of course.
Ray, it's me. Open up. Ray. Raymond.
Where you been?
We're in crisis, Ray. The police know where I am. Derek and me got pulled by the old Bill.
What you been up with now,
Look, if you've got any questions, put them in writing. I ain't got time. The police know where we are. We've got to get out of Australia.
We've been through all that. We can't.
Why not?
The hotel. We haven't paid the bill, remember? The police will be waiting at the check-in.
They won't have to. They know we're here.
What you doing?
What does it look like? Another runner.
Arthur, time to get up. Arthur, time to get up.
All right, dear.
You're supposed to be out already. Derek's waiting for you.
Where's Derek? Oh, Des. Yeah. Oh. What happened?
If you don't know, don't ask. I just hope you're in a fit state to earn some real cash.
Consider it done, Ray. What's that expression they have here? No worries. Not a nibble. We've hit all our best pitches and they just don't want to know.
Well, I hate to say this, Arthur, but you know this theory of yours about studying the punter's psychology?
It has never been known to fail.
Well, I think you may have misread the Australian character, mate.
In what way?
Well, the average Sydney sider doesn't like organisation, you know, everything in its place and all that. He likes a bit of chaos, a bit of devil may care, take me as I am, I may be sweaty, but my undies are clean, you know what I mean? We're frontiersmen, Arthur. I mean, you can't carve a city like Sydney out of the bush and be worrying about your mother-in-law's birthday at the same time. You know?
Why did you not make these thoughts known at the time of purchase?
Well, you were on a roll, mate, and I thought it best just to let you keep going.
So, in your assessment, I am holding stock that will be about as popular as a nut cutlet at a cannibal's feast.
Well, I don't want to put too fine a point to it, Arthur, but they're not moving, are they?
I think there's only one thing for it, the rice-lip rush.
What?
It was a sales technique very much in vogue during the war. A lot of American airmen in the area. They called it the hard sell. Watch. Top of the morning to you, Squire. Please don't take this amiss, but would I be right in thinking you are a man who takes great pride in his appearance?
I guess so.
And who likes to be organised. Likes everything handy, ready when wanted.
I like to be methodical, yeah.
Methodical, that's a good word. Like organised. I have something here that could effect a mini revolution in your life. Gone are all those losable address books with names and numbers, or even worse, little bits of paper with numbers and no names. Have you ever done that? Praise on your mind for days, you ring it up, it's the butcher. You haven't paid your bill. You wish you'd never called.
I've seen them before.
Oh, so you'll be familiar with the quality. The Rolls-Royce of chip technology.
They're top quality, all right. 200 of them were stolen from a warehouse in Jenkins Street a month ago. We've been keeping an eye on you. I'm Sergeant Davis of the New South Wales Police Department. And you're under arrest. Let's get this straight. You thought you were due to inherit a fortune, so you get a one-way ticket out here, the deal falls through, and suddenly you're up the creek without a paddle.
That's the gist of it.
Then you turn your hand to selling stolen goods.
Objection. I was not aware that these goods were not bona fide.
Tell it to the bench, Mr. Daly.
I'm being pilloried here for doing a decent thing. Instead of throwing myself at the mercy of the state, as any lesser man might have done, I used my innate abilities and created my own little earner. I mean, what's reprehensible about that?
It's against the law.
Then the law is an ass for discouraging self-sufficiency.
You've been trading without a licence, you've only got a tourist visa, and you received stolen goods.
Technicality.
And more importantly, you've become involved with someone we've now got under day and night observation.
Oh, come on, that's a bit much. I mean, Derek was only just over the limit.
I'm referring to a certain Mr. Reed.
I expect he's been delayed. You rung the hotel?
Yes.
What did they say?
Apparently he's in and out.
I'll have the boys go and collect him. You wouldn't want him to get lost.
The way I see it, we've got enough for the hotel now. It's just the tickets home.
Yes, the tickets. Look, you know how you say I'm not a mine of information?
You make up for it in other ways.
Well, there's something I could have told you before, but I didn't. Have you ever heard of international air couriers?
No.
Mr. Daly, you're something of a headache for me. You're an extremely little fish caught in a net trawling for shark. Now, that net's going to close soon, and you'd best be out of it. To get you convicted of these offences is going to take a lot of time and paperwork. And quite frankly, I'm not sure I want to waste my energies.
I'm glad you've seen reason.
Sit down. There are two things in your favour. One, we've managed to track down Billy McCabe in Darwin, and he confirms your story. The other is that we don't want your kind of people in our fair city.
What do you mean, my kind of people? How dare you? We were here first.
Provided you're out of Australia in 48 hours, I'll consider the matter closed. But... And since you're not being charged, I'll see you taken back to your hotel.
Oh, God.
Daly's a grass. Ross saw him with the police not 5 minutes ago. I'll deal with him. This meeting's over.
I think I managed to lose them. But I can't take much more of this.
Neither can I. Arthur, can't you ever stay out of trouble?
I have stayed out of it. I'm not in prison. I'm not taking delivery of illicit substances. And I'm not taking tea with Mr. Reed's social set, talking about the good old days in sunny Palermo. Look, all you have to do is get me out of Australia within the next 48 hours. Is that so much to ask?
We'll leave it to Robin and me.
OK, keep Johnson on his tail. When he goes to ground, grab him. And don't take no for an answer.
So how come you know about this?
Oh, I just knew.
Well, we actually have a pool of people we use, and we're booked up pretty solidly. Then for urgent short notice flights, we use people off our long-term waiting list. Whoever's available and free to travel. If you're not on the list. Well, thanks anyway. Come on.
Try Collins.
What?
Your long-term wait list. Try Collins R. Miss.
Fine. You're high on the list. Free to travel first thing tomorrow?
Sure. Have you got 2 places?
Always do my best for a pretty girl. 2 to London. I'll need to see your passports. You'll be met by one of our people at Heathrow, OK?
Okay. You need to change the names. Daly A and Daly R.
Oh, congratulations.
I'm not going.
Oh. OK, well, of course, I'll have to put your name back on the bottom of the list. No, Robin, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's right, if you would. Collins R. Miss.
You can't do this.
I just did.
Search him. He might be wide.
Hey! That is not a bug. That is a securely modulated solar frequency.
Nothing but a cheap radio.
Exactly.
I misjudged you. I thought you were one of us. If you want to stay alive, you'd better tell us exactly who you really are.
Arthur Daly, British citizen and international entrepreneur.
Ray,
What's the matter?
just feels like you've gone already. This time tomorrow you'll be on the other side of the world. I just wanted to say, you know.
I know. Me too.
I suppose I'd rather have you safe in England than in trouble here.
I'll never forget what you did.
Dad.
Arthur, what'd he do to you?
Well, he didn't give me another cup of tea and a sandwich. Gave me 24 hours to get out of Australia if I don't want my legs broken. But at least he didn't take me back to the hotel.
It wouldn't have mattered if he had.
Why not?
I've paid.
do I do with this?
Put it on your lap and don't let it out your sight.
There you go, sir. It's your boarding pass. You're boarding through gate 21.
21, yeah?
Thank you.
Sweet. Gate 21.
Final call for any passengers with Air India on AI-101. Please go to gate 29.
Well, Arthur, mate, it was some adventure, but I wouldn't have missed it for quids.
No, it's been an education, Derek. Certainly not as advertised in the Sunday glosses back home.
I got a little something for you to remember us by.
Oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, just what I'd have chosen myself. Snow.
I'm gonna miss you, Raymond Daly.
Me too.
How soon do the drinks come round, Ray? I'm gasping for a VAT.
We can't afford any, Arthur. We're skinned.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one long happy hour up here, isn't it? Free booze as much as you like.
Not down this end, it's not. Soft drinks only.
Well, I mean, I've got to sit strapped in here for the next 24 hours trying to get oblivious on pineapple juice.
And we'll make the first one at the Winchester taste all the nicer.
Oh, my God, the Winchester. What did you say to Dave when you phoned?
Not much. Just said he could forget about the welcome home party.
Shows we think alike as a family, Ray. Because that is exactly what her indoors said to me.
Arthur, if you don't shift those motors soon, you're going to end up with a scrapyard, not a car front.
Shush. No, not you. No, but when I heard you were in the market for a fleet of scooters, I thought to myself, if the pizza man is not very careful, somebody's going to land him with a load of old rubbish.
Pizza man?
You know what I mean? Young lads hurtling through the city on death traps. Well, the point is, I have access to a stock of nearly new quality mopeds fresh off the ferry from Italy.
Arthur, you're not doing business with the pizza man.
You shut up, I'm punting here. Look, just think, your delivery lads could be winging their way up the contraflows with their steaming panniers, distributing your wares before you could say pepperoni.
Arthur, the man is from Sicily.
What do you say? I am prepared to give you a generous discount for exclusive supply. Well, don't wait too long. The Golden Dragon has been refurbished and I'm expecting a request from a Mr. Wong. Right, well, I will be here. Right. Hooked. Got him. Look, will you not twitter on when I'm on the phone? It puts me off my stroke.
Arthur, you've got to be careful. The pizza business is just the front. Everybody knows that.
What do you mean?
To keep the family employed, capiche?
Don't be so melodramatic. Perfectly respectable businessman. A little over-enthusiastic occasionally.
What's all this about bikes anyway?
Motor scooters, to be precise. Minimum fuss, maximum profit.
Arthur, you don't have any motor scooters.
No, but I know a man who does. Good shot, Mervyn.
Still topping it. Too much bottom hand.
Yeah, perhaps a smidge. To get back to the motor scooters...
It's coast to Newcastle, isn't it? Selling wheels to offer daily.
Well, I told you, it's a specialised order. Do you think you could have arranged something suitable?
I know where I can lay my hands on some, yeah?
Have to be clean.
Squeaky.
What am I looking at?
What, per unit?
No, in toto.
ダメだよ。もうちょっとほら肘が曲がってるじゃないか。
こうですか？
うん。そうそうそんなもんだよ。
Oh no, I was thinking more
Up to top.
Done. When?
As soon as the cabbage is on the table.
I'll drop it round. You still out Arrow way?
You won't recognise it, Arthur. Landscape garden, pond stuffed with koi carp. I've been chucking money at it. Tell you what, drop round early. I'll show you the new games room.
I'll look forward to it, Mervyn. Oh, Mervyn? I've got some very nice tartnats in the lock-up, if you're interested. Red pom-poms. Very Sam Sneed. Whoops. Bottom hand again. Fridge freezers, Brian. No, I'm not interested.
You said if ever I heard of anything tasty to let you know. Well, this is it.
Yeah, well, that may be so, but I'm in the middle of very sensitive negotiations at the moment with another venture. And as such, my capital is spoken for. Another time, perhaps.
There won't be another time, Arthur. It's a one-off. It'd be criminal to miss it.
Yeah, that's another worry, the criminality.
No, this is it. They're spotless. Right? The goods are returned, right? So, for some reason, they never got rebooked onto the warehouse computer.
So?
So if they don't show up on the company manifest, they don't exist.
I'm sorry to say this, Brian, but I find the whole thing a little implausible. I mean, you do not get a lorry load of fridge freezers going walkabout without a certain amount of concern on the part of the owners.
No, the only people who know about this are you and me and a couple of my mates back in Brum.
No, I'm sorry, Brian. No, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put the word around and see if anybody else will bite. What you asking for them?
300.
All's have ears. Write it on there. Per unit.
Whatever you can do to help me out, Arthur. I mean, I got them in the back of my lorry outside my house in Edgbaston. I can't get back to work until they shift it.
Yeah, hold your horses, Brian. Hold your horses. I see your dilemma. Now, look, I don't like to see a bloke up to Swanee, so I'll tell you what I'll do. For a 20% knockdown, I'll take them off your hands.
20%?
You do deliver, I take it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, fine. Thanks very much, Arthur. I'll just go and get on the phone.
Like sweets from an infant, eh, Arthur?
One does have a knack for the haggle, Dave.
Yeah, I thought that money was marked down for the bikes for the pizza man.
Well, I'm sure the pizza man will give me a little leeway.
The pizza man?
Gino's. I'll keep an eye on the board, Gino. Miss it and we got another hour's wait.
I'm watching. Yeah, Marty, how's the acting going? You got any movies in the pipeline? I'm in the chair all night.
Don't ask, mate. Yeah, I goes up for this job the other day, right? Soup commercial.
There's some right lookers on lane 18.
And the geezer directing, he's younger than me, right? Rodney. Ponytail, mouthful of marbles. And he says to me, I want you to imagine you're a chicken. So I'm out the door, ain't I? He says, have we a problem? I says, we certainly do, Rodney. I'm from Feltham.
I reckon you met a good chicken. Come on, there's 3 of them on their own. Hey, Gino, it's not pulling night at the youth club. I'm here for the bowling.
Yeah. Yeah, all right.
Same again, Arthur?
No more, Dave. There are enterprises afoot tonight for which I have to keep a level head. You don't know where that wayward nephew of mine is, do you?
Yeah, he's up Heathrow. He's gone bowling.
Bowling? He's a bit young for that lark, isn't he? It's all pipes and Panama hats. Has he retired?
Tin-fin bowling, Arthur. Well, you're looking very pleased with yourself.
Dave, I have a feeling the wind is about to billow my sails and send me cruising out of the doldrums.
Well, let us hope so. Because if you know who finds out about you know what.
All right, Dave. Point taken. Thank you.
There's 2 in it, Ray. You need a strike.
Up you get, Gino.
Gino! I don't believe it.
What's the matter?
It's only the old lady.
What, a girlfriend?
Worse, my mother.
I don't believe it. It's come all mummed up.
I never asked her. She's always doing this.
Hello, darling.
What are you doing here?
You forgot your inhaler. He gets a bit chesty, especially when he drinks. Those bowls are heavy, aren't they, love?
It's my shout. Can I get you anything, Mrs. Connie?
Oh, it's Thursday.
I could murder a lager and lime, love.
Why aren't you at bingo?
It's been cancelled. You having a good bowl?
Here, do you want to join in? I'll put you up.
Right?
Oh, I don't want to cramp your style. He doesn't want his old mum hanging around, does he?
You off then?
Oh, come on, we could do with a fourth.
Oh, I'll get some shoes.
What do you do that for?
Well, you don't mind your mummy hanging about, do you?
Yeah, Mummy can hold your hand while you're bowling.
Get off.
Ray?
Arthur?
Who's Arthur?
She's Uncle Arthur.
Uncle? You two are seriously sad people.
I'll tell you, Arthur, I want a night off in lieu for this.
Look, mine is not a 9 till 5 outfit. You've got to learn to be more flexible. You're a slave to pleasure, you are.
What, a game of 10-pin bowling?
Exactly. Life is not all beer and skittles. It's a waste of money. More mature years will teach you to cast your bread on the waters.
Yeah, once it goes soggy and sink.
Here we go. Strictly between you and me, I couldn't have paid less for these fridges. I'm going to make a killing. Fridges. Money. Raymond, help Brian. In the normal course of things, I wouldn't bring it up, but I am experiencing a slight cash flow hiccup.
You're not oiling out of the deal?
Oh, far from it, far from it. No, I'm hoping this will be the beginning of a long and fruitful association.
Because wheels have been set in motion, if you follow my drift.
Well, the upshot is, see, I was wondering, I mean, if it's au fait with you...
What?
Could I pay cash on delivery?
Look, you know my methods. Cash up front.
No, hear me out, Mervyn, hear me out. I mean, I wouldn't expect you to accommodate me gratis. I mean, there will be some sort of compensation for your goodwill.
What?
I am prepared to bung in a sweetener in anticipation of your flexibility.
What is it?
A state-of-the-art, self-defrosting, twin-compartment fridge-freezer. Detachable vegetable tray, ice-making facilities, built-in drinks dispenser. Set you back a small fortune in the high street.
Don't come the fence with me.
Mervyn, and on art, I can guarantee their pedigrees are flawless. Now, you do this small favour for me, and one of these little beauties could be nestling in the corner of Mrs. Kravitz's utility room and not a dent in your wallet.
And what guarantees do I have that you'll cough when I'm scooted up?
Mervyn, what of trust?
That's it. No.
But what of trust? No. All I'm telling you is no self-respecting businessman would consider delivering goods without cash up front these days.
Yeah, why can't you use the payphone?
It's the pizza man. Do you know how many companies are going bust through extended unsecured credit? No. All I'm saying is if you will just stump up the cash, you will have the bikes within 24 hours. He hung up.
Ah, what's the problem?
The pizza man won't give me the money until I give him the bikes. Mervyn won't give me the bikes until I give him the money. If I could get the money from the pizza man to give to Mervyn, then Mervyn could give me the bikes to give to the pizza man. It's all perfectly simple.
But I thought you was giving Mervyn the money from the pawn shop to pay for the bikes for the pizza man.
No, I gave that to Brian to pay for the fridges.
But I thought you was buying them fridges from Brian with the profits you made from the pizza man after you bought the bikes from Mervyn.
I can't buy the bikes from Mervyn until I get the money from the pizza man.
For the fridges?
No, for the bikes.
Sorry I asked now.
Yeah, Arthur, what's all that about?
Oh, no, I couldn't go through that again. You tell him, Dave.
Arthur's stuffed.
Yeah?
Where's Daly?
You're looking at him.
I want the grinder, not the monkey.
Tell me, Sonny, do you want to take your teeth home in an envelope, pal?
Right. Sparky boy you got here, Arthur.
This is diet, Merv. Too many additives. What can I do for you?
You got yourself a deal.
You'll take a fridge?
Yeah.
I knew you'd change your mind.
I haven't. Mrs. Kravitz found your brochure.
Oh, did I leave it lying around?
Yes, you did, in her utility room. But this is a one-off, understood? I'll get the bikes, but as soon as I deliver, it's cash on the nail and no more favours.
Done. Load up a fridge, Ray. Things are looking up. I'll have another pot with the pizza man.
Yeah, how did you persuade the pizza man to pay up front?
Appeal to his Latin generosity.
Yeah, and it worked.
No, of course it didn't. I had to give him a hefty discount.
Oh, blimey, tea leafing obviously pays well.
Have a care, Ray. As far as the neighbours are concerned, Mervyn's into property.
Oh, he is. Just happens to be out of people's.
I say, you there, the man with the hat.
Me?
Yes, you. You're standing in my seedling peonies.
I beg your pardon?
Got your great boots in my ornamental border.
Oh, I do beg your pardon.
What you want?
We're looking for the lady of the house.
I am Mrs. Kravitz.
Oh, we've come to deliver your fridge freezer.
Oh, didn't you see the sign? Tradesman's entrance at rear.
Tradesman?
There's a boot scrape.
Sorry?
Honestly, you tread all over my flower bed and then you proceed to walk it into the house.
Hold up, Ray.
I suppose you'll be requiring a mug of tea.
Oh, a cup of Rosalie. Go down a treat, Mark.
Ray. I'd like to point out that far from being a tradesman, I'm in fact a close friend and business associate of Mr. Kravitz.
Doesn't surprise me in the least.
Wouldn't get much change from a quid with her, would you?
Tradesman. Crombie alone's worth 200 quid. Come on. What's the time?
It's about 1:30. Yeah, how come if these deals are always as pure as they're driven? They're always done in the dead of night in out-of-the-way places.
Mervyn is a very careful man.
What's all that?
The pizza man's capital. After Mervyn, for the mopeds, and the rest, for me. Clear profit. I think I deserve a little pat on the back for this one.
Yeah, and me 2 weeks' wages.
Here we are. Bang on time. Give him a triple flash. Mervyn, cash on the nail, as agreed. You may count it if you wish. I will not be offended. Raymond.
Not so fast, Sonny. All right, that's enough.
No, let's not be hasty, Mervyn.
I went down the supermarket yesterday. Bought a leg of lamb, chump chops, Black Forest Gatto, a few bottles of champagne, over 100 quid's worth of nose bag. Got home, loaded up your fridge, had a can of ice-cold lager, went to bed.
What, you on medication?
Unbeknownst to me, downstairs, your fridge is going critical. Having a meltdown. Fused the house, flooded my new games room before bursting into flames, reducing Maureen's utility suite to a burnt-out shell. But for the vigilance of the next-door neighbour, Maureen and me would have been charcoal grilled in our beds.
Oh, dear.
This I am taking as compensation. Now, you want the bikes, get your hand in your pocket.
Mervyn. What a carver. The entire wedge. Everything the pizza man gave me straight into Mervyn's pocket. The injustice of it.
That's the last of the bikes. It's all right if I shoot off?
Yeah, might as well. We've done enough damage for one night.
You what?
I don't hold it against you.
Well, what have I done? It's your fridge.
You plumbed it in.
Arthur, I plugged it in. Like this. And then I switched it on like this and nothing else. Well, it's not my fault if it's a disguised incendiary device, is it?
You must have got your wires crossed.
Listen, Arthur, you're the one with the wires crossed for buying them in the first place.
All I know is your handiwork's cost me a bundle.
You're impossible, aren't you? As soon as anything goes wrong, you always start looking around for someone else to blame, and I'm always the handiest. Well, I tell you, I'm off.
That's right, the rat leaving the sinking ship.
And who are you calling a rat?
It's just a metaphor.
Well, keep your metaphors to yourself and come on, I want some wages.
Oh, charming. Kick a man when he's down.
Arthur, I've just shifted up.
Hold on. We're going up.
Oh. Yep.
Hey, no, not the cashmere car, right? Use your jacket.
Leave it out, Arthur.
Is it out?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that does it. The ball is on the roof. I can't possibly flog those. I'll be done for manslaughter.
Now we know why they returned them to the warehouse.
Oh, God.
Well, it could have been worse. It could have caught the petrol tanks of one of them bikes. Yeah, and I bet they're not insured.
Yeah, but it's only a short hiatus. Yeah, I know you've paid, but a fault has been found in the carburettor pinions, and they've been recalled to the factory. Milan, I think.
A pizza man.
Look, it's only for a matter of a few days. Now, I give you my word of honour. I didn't know you had such a command of the English language.
I thought you'd taken possession of them bikes.
I have.
Well, it might sound a bit simple, Arthur, but why don't you just give them to the pizza man and save yourself a lot of aggravation?
Dave, those bikes are at present my only collateral. I intend to make them pay. The contractor that installed these doors said there will be a certain amount of play in the hinges as a part of the design.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, anyone fiddling with it will make hell of a racket.
So I see.
Not that that's likely to happen. We have a very active branch of neighbourhood watch round here. Plus the fact that I have the advantage of being a prominent landmark on the beat of the local constabulary. On a good day, a flatty passes those gates every hour on the hour.
I'm very fortunate.
In fact, I don't know why I'm bothering to insure the place at all.
Have you had a fire recently?
No. Yes, but under strictly controlled conditions. See, this is my product testing area.
Is it?
Yeah, every item that leaves these premises undergoes strict safety checks. I mean, these fridges, for example, I've had my boys go over these with a blowtorch. I mean, you can see the limited amount of spread.
Why don't you do it outside?
Very perceptive question. I'm glad you asked that. My principle is that all tests should be conducted under conditions that nearest approximate to the punters. I mean, you don't keep a fridge in the garden, do you?
No, I do not.
So what we're looking at in terms of a premium? I mean, bearing in mind that the premises are occupied all but 7 hours a day, and I'm considering getting a Doberman.
Mr. Daly, I wouldn't insure you if you had the Archangel Gabriel himself guarding your premises.
Thank you.
Excessive play in main access door mounting.
Do you know, there are companies that would turn you down for having doors like this. Oh, they do make me laugh. I mean, what do they expect? Godzilla to go on the rampage in Willesden? Yeah, it's got a lock on it, hasn't it?
I'm only saying it's a bit loose.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that door. Yeah, and the prices they're asking. The premium's very near the value of the goods being insured. Well, you'll get none of that gubbins from Tewkesbury's. A fair day's whack for a fair day's work. That's my motto.
That's a very refreshing attitude, Mr. Tewkesbury.
So, you can sleep sound in your bed knowing that your bits and bobs are covered at a price you can afford.
So, what are we looking at?
Fire cover.
Yes, please.
Flooding. Storm damage. Accident. Vandalism.
The full Monty.
Oh, well, I could cover you for the space shuttle crash landing on top of you if that's what you want.
Theft?
Oh, that's automatic. I'll tell you what. I'll get young Wayne here to work up a policy for you and then describe the details.
We will, by law, require you to install fire stations at certain key points.
Fire stations?
Yeah, well, it's just a couple of buckets of sand here and there.
All clear?
Oh, that was the grave.
Good. Listen, due to circumstances beyond our control, we have been pitched headlong into the most perilous situation ever to engulf us. What is needed is daring, audacity, and a will of iron. Now, with this in mind, I have fashioned a plan.
Why do I get the feeling I don't want to hear this?
This is no time for vacillation, Ray. Our backs are well and truly against the wall. Now is the time for all good men, etc.
This plan, Arthur, is it legal?
That's a moot point, Dave, depending on which side of the barricade you're standing. But this I do know. It is just.
Well, come on then. Let's hear it.
Today, I have obtained watertight insurance for the complete contents of the lockup. This policy is the brainchild of a slip of a lad not 2 summers out of school uniform. Now, tomorrow night, he will be paying a late call to the lockup to finalise the paperwork.
Yeah, Arthur.
No sooner has my fountain pen made the last flourish and the document been securely lodged than I will be the victim of a vicious burglary, of which said callow youth will be the principal witness.
Certainly daring, Arthur.
Don't encourage him, Dave. Arthur, you'll never get away with it. You're talking about defrauding an insurance company.
I do not care for such talk, Ray. As far as duplicity is concerned, compared with the insurance industry, I am a mere novice.
It's very risky, Arthur.
Not a bit of it. With careful planning and a well-disciplined team, we can pull this off without even breaking sweat.
What do you mean, we? I ain't doing over the lockup.
All you have to do is find a couple of your mates who are short of a bob or two. I'll make it worth their while.
Arthur, it is breaking the law.
I think you'll find not, technically. They have my permission to turn me over. You get your mate Marty, the one who's in the acting lark. It'll be right up his street.
No way, Arthur. I mean, you've come up with some Lulus in your time, but this not only takes the biscuit, it takes the whole packet. I mean, it's the most airbrained, stupidest, ill-thought-out... You know, words fail me. I won't do it.
You better tell him, Arthur.
Tell me what?
Where he got the money for the fridges in the first place.
Well, go on, tell him.
Arthur popped her indoors knickknacks.
Popped?
Pawned.
Auntie's jewellery?
Only temporary. In my day, it was perfectly acceptable if you wanted to raise a few reddies on your bits and pieces.
Bits and pieces? Arthur, to Auntie, they're heirlooms. If she comes back and finds her bottom drawer empty, she'll go nuclear.
Exactly. And this way, not only can I get her baubles back, but I can also deliver the bikes to the pizza man and get shot at them fridges from hell.
Oh, help me out here, Dave. Talk sense to him.
Look, I'm going under for the 3rd time here, Ray. Please, I need your help.
So we just burst in there and stay up against the wall.
Yeah, the less said, the better. Sounds scared and weak if you babble on.
No, leave the acting to me. I specialise in heavies.
Yeah, we just don't overdo it, OK?
How come you're not coming with us?
We've been through this, Gino. I come in later. Help get rid of the insurance kid.
Gino, are you twice fried char siu?
No, shredded chicken.
Now remember.
Oh, Mum!
Yes, love?
Lots of soy sauce.
You got it.
Oh, Mum! Could you pick the sweet corn out?
Already done, darling. Marty, do you like sweet corn?
Anything.
Raymond?
Whatever. Will you forget about your belly for a minute and just pay attention?
I'm listening.
Right, the thing to do is to get it done as fast as possible. Park the truck here when you load the gear, and then bring it round here and leave it here.
And leave the keys behind the front near side wheel arch.
And I'll pick it up later.
When do we get paid?
And the real benefit of this particular policy is its flexibility. Now, should you find over the next few months that your stock value has increased vis-à-vis the contents of the property, you can upgrade the coverage with a modest increment to the monthly premium. A simple phone call to myself or Mr.
Most comprehensive. It's a very nice policy you worked out here, my son.
And your coverage will start the moment your first cheque clears.
I always deal in cash.
Oh, cash or cheque is fine.
Now, what was it, 100 and... Oh, yeah, there's a ton there. There we go. You don't mind a bit of shrapnel, do you?
Seem to be 14 pence short.
Oh, really? It's those new little coins. Very difficult to count. They're the ones that cause the trouble. Here we are. There's 2 little ones. And a couple of those.
That's all in order. If you'd just like to sign here, I'll prepare your receipt.
Right. What exactly is a debenture?
That's just a clause.
Oh, excuse me. Daily into Europe? Already? No, I'm sorry. Wrong number. Right. Now, would you like a little sherry to celebrate your commission?
Nobody there! Hits them and nobody gets hurt.
Bloody hell.
What is the meaning of this? How dare you invade my premises in this manner? Who do you think you're dealing with? Bullying your way in here with your masks and your timber? You have me to contend with first. Charge you for that?
Shut up! You!
God.
I shall not rest until I've brought you to justice for this outrage.
Great.
Excuse me, officer. I seem to be a bit lost. You couldn't tell me the quickest way to, I don't know, I've forgotten the name of it.
Cut the lock.
Yeah.
Do what? See the fridges.
Out of here, do a right, and then, no, left, right. So it's, first left, then second right by the library, Portway Street, yeah, big building on the corner. Cheers. Uncle Arthur? Oh, Uncle Arthur, what's happened?
Oh, careful.
Are you all right?
Oh, no, Raymond, it was terrible. I was just finishing my business with young Wayne here when these vicious footpads broke in and had it away with all the motor scooters.
Oh, no.
They left the fridges.
Oh, no. Oh, good. Sorry.
We've got to get the police.
But the phone's out. Oh, hang on. There's a box on the corner.
I'll do it.
Good idea. So what do you feed Marty on? Red raw meat?
What do you mean?
Well, look at his handiwork. I'm covered in bruises. The phone's out. Be months before we get that back on. You know what the GPO are like.
Well, he had to make it look convincing.
The job was burglary, not demolition.
He was just getting into the part.
Well, he was well over the top.
Look, he's got the bikes, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, that's true. Raymond, get them to the pizza man before the law's crawling all over the place.
Right.
Oh, what am I doing? I'm all over Twitter here.
Come here, Arthur. Let me do that.
Oh, Raymond, I don't want to go through that again.
Freeze! This is a stick-up.
Marty? Ray? What are you doing here?
An icy hand grips my heart just thinking about it. I mean, there I was giving it the old Dunkirk spirit, and all the time they were a genuine article. I could be lying in a pool of blood.
It's a close shave, all right.
Have I slighted fate in some way that should treat me this callously?
Look on the bright side, Arthur. There is the insurance money.
Which I will have to refund to the pizza man. I'm back where I started.
Not quite. You've still got to get Auntie's gear back.
Salting the wounds, Raymond. Thank you very much. But why me? What have I done to deserve this persecution? It was perfectly straightforward. I set up a nice, safe, well-planned burglary, only to have Dame Fortune lobbing a couple of ringers at the last minute. I mean, what are the odds against that?
It was no coincidence.
What? You mean there were darker forces at work?
Well, it's obvious, ain't it?
Who?
Well, I don't know yet, but I intend to find out. Where's Marty?
Hello, Ray. What are you doing?
Where's Marty?
It's down Q doing a job.
Here, come with me.
I'm on the mega bus.
Come with me.
Get your genuine taste of oldie worldy England here. Ye oldie Tudor tea room shoppy, 100 yards on your left. Devon clotted cream, Eccles cakes, Bath buns, Pontefract pastries. Ye oldie worldy.
Oi, Dick Van Dyke, I want a word with you.
I've
Never known the likes of it, Mr. Daly. The odds must be astronomical. I mean, the ink is barely dry on your signature and you get turned over.
You could have knocked me down with a feather.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? How the world has changed since we were lads. Yeah, the front door was never shut. The kids were playing in the streets. You could leave your washing out. The whole fabric of society's broken down.
Yeah, a distinct erosion of values, I quite agree. But if we could get to the nub of the matter...
Oh, yes, your claim.
Yeah, if you could extradite it as swift as is humanly, because the bikes were already overdue and my client is starting to get the hump.
Yeah, well, my job can be very tough, Mr. Daly. It's not all spreading sweetness and light. I mean, occasionally there's bad news to break and all.
Bad news?
If I could draw your attention to page 3, section 2, paragraph 3, brackets 4. The underwriters do not extend cover for any motor appliance or vehicular conveyance, as designated in section 4, brackets 2, for use on the Queen's Highway.
You stitched me up.
Look, are you sure one of you two didn't have one too many sherbets and start mouthing off?
I swear to you, Ray.
Because you know, lads, I'd take a very dim view if you did. Arthur could have been badly hurt.
Come on, Ray. Why would we want to put it about? It's not something you want to advertise, is it? Oh, by the way, I'm doing a snipe burglary Tuesday night as an insurance blag.
Nah, suppose not. Hey, come, we better be off.
Can you give me a lift back, Ray? I'm late for dinner and my mum's going out tonight.
Right, mummy's boy, ain't you? When you gonna grow up?
Yeah, wait a second. You tell your mum everything, don't you, Gino?
Hey, we want 80. There you are. Shh, keep it down. Here, a pizza man's through there looking for you in a proper lava, he is.
No, I saw the van.
Yeah, well, he's been bending my ear all morning about you. For God's sake, go and tell him you're going to give him his money back.
I can't. There ain't any money. Tewkesbury won't cough.
It's true. What you going to tell the pizza man?
I'm not. You are.
Hey.
Keep him happy.
All right.
What are you going to tell him?
I shall tell him that you've had a serious accident. I shall cheer him up.
Here, Arthur.
Don't stop me, Ray. It's a time for major surgery.
No, Arthur, get in a van.
Bankruptcy, divorce, dereliction.
Arthur, will you get in a van?
I'll probably end up on Shepherd's Bush Green with a mongrel dog and a bottle of cider. If the pizza man doesn't get me first. Arthur, get in the car. Raymond, you're manhandling me.
Arthur, I think I might have something that just might interest you. He's obviously heard about the plan from Lucy. Thought he'd get in first.
Black-hearted swine, doing me down with a smile on his face.
He's certainly making them scooters pay. Well, he sells them to you.
Twice the price.
And then he nicks them back. Yeah, but if we stick close to him, he just might lead us to him.
Yeah, hold up, he's going. Why's he stopped here?
Arthur, do you need a diagram?
What?
Yeah, I wish I had a camera.
Oh, don't be so disgusting.
For evidence. You know, a bit of leverage.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. You know, I would never have put old Merv down for a slap and tickle merchant. I thought the only thing that set his pulses racing was the ping of the cash register.
You know, I always wondered how Gino's mum got all her money. New clothes, always down a takeaway, clubbing at the weekends, a bingo. Old Mervin's her sugar daddy.
Two, please.
New members?
We're with Mr. Kravitz's party.
It's just gone through. £2, please.
£2. Yeah.
8 and 5, 85. 1 and 3, 13. 6 and 2, 62.
House!
House called on number 62. And here's Melanie with the cheque.
Checking my line, Lilac page 62 is on the claim. The numbers are 12, 43, 52 and 70.
House correct. Well done, sir. On to the full house. All the 8s, 88. 5 and 9, 59. On its own, number 4. Number 4.
Mervyn, I didn't know you...
Number 6. Number 6.
I didn't know you was a bingo man.
It's number
Really?
8.
Right, you're not Merv.
All the
Merv,
6s.
you know my nephew Ray?
Hello there.
What are you doing here, Ray?
We like the game a lot, though.
7 and 6, 76.
I've never seen you here before.
No, we usually go up Anvil way. Eyes down for a full house. 88, clickety-click, eh?
Number 3.
You play the next one, Lucy. I need to have a few words with Arthur.
And all the 4s, 44.
Ray, look after Lucy.
Large scotch and
VAT.
vodka-tini, large.
You mustn't keep me out too late, Merv. I stayed too long at the bingo. Her indoors will get it into her head. I've got a totty.
480, thanks.
Oh,
Arthur, I'd like to talk to you, man to man.
Something on your mind, Merv?
I don't want you jumping to the wrong conclusions. Appearances can be deceptive.
Oh, you are not wrong there, Mervyn. Things are seldom what they seem. Skimmed milk masquerades as cream.
I've known Lucy for a very long time.
Please, Mervyn, please. As far as I'm concerned, a man's affairs are his own. Oh, no innuendo intended. They are not fodder for the chattering classes, and their waggling tongues heaping aspersions on perfectly innocent people.
I'm glad you said that, Arthur.
Dragging his name through the gutter of gossip and tarnishing his reputation with malicious tittle-tattle.
Exactly. You see, a man of my marital status...
Married, you mean?
Yes.
To your wife?
Yes.
Maureen.
He has to be on his guard against certain stories getting around.
Could be misconstrued.
Too right. You see, if my relationship... my platonic relationship with Lucy were to be...
Banded
by...
a gossip monger.
A third party.
Enough said.
Then there could be...
repercussions.
Hell to pay. Never at the end of it.
May I say something, Merv? I am not without experience in these matters. I have had, as you know, a 41-year association with her indoors that is the envy of West London.
I knew you'd understand.
But we also have our tensions. We have recently fallen foul of another demon of a different colour.
Oh, what's that then?
The root of all evil, money trouble.
You have money troubles?
You know that consignment of motor scooters that are procured from your good self?
The bikes?
All nicked. My entire capital gone in one foul swoop. I don't mind for myself, but when I see her indoors fretting over the gas bill, I mean, one cannot afford to have one's other half upset. That can lead to all sorts of complications.
I'll get it sorted.
Good man. I will, of course, need an element of compensation.
So come on, what did you say to him?
We simply discussed the sanctity of the marital state.
And?
He agreed it's a sacred institution, and the scooters will be back on the car lot 6 o'clock tonight.
Or we could get them delivered direct to the pizza man.
I'm glad to see all those years of tuition haven't been wasted on you. You fix it up while I drop off at the lockup.
Yeah, they'll be delivered direct to your van park. Yeah, I thought you would. Hey? Yeah, great. A large American up with extra pepperoni and, yeah, bung on a fried egg. Sweet. Yeah, and the same to you from me and Arthur. Yeah. Laters.
Pizza man's happy?
Yeah, he seems to be.
Oh, everything's worked out all right then.
Yeah. You know, I think Arthur's luck's changed at last.
Got some bikes for you. Compliments of Mr. Kravitz.
Yeah, which one are you? Madonna or the Queen?
What?
Never mind. Look, I want you to drop them off at Pizza Palermo's van park, Scrubs Lane. When you get there, say Arthur Daly sent you.
What did we ask for?
Well, you asked for the pizza man.
No, he's not here. He's just left. Well, have you tried his lockup? Blimey.
You talk to the pizza man?
We had a nice long chat.
What about?
Told him how those two sewer rats had ripped you off. That's why you hadn't delivered.
What did he say?
Oh, he wanted to talk to him. Personally.
A personal chat with a pizza man.
Ray Daly? Yeah, Dave. You what? Well, when? I don't believe it. Yeah, on our way. Here, Arthur. That was Dave. I don't know how to tell you this.
I forgot to mention. The lockup's on fire.
Hey, low! In we go! Right behind you! Seems to be concentrated in that corner! I'll get a hose on it! Right, clear that tubing! Away to the pump! What do we sell? No person reported, go. Get another hose in there! Order on! Take down the third there! One take it! Right, what's with that? That corner!
Okay, go off you go. Go. Fortunately, the fire is restricted to one corner of the building. We got the alarm call early enough, so we should be able to contain it so it doesn't spread too far.
Well, that was lucky.
Unfortunately, we arrived too late to save the stack of fridge freezers, which we suspected where the fire started from. We're not sure yet, but we think the fault lies in an electrical problem behind the refrigeration unit. They're bloody cowboys, you know. They should have been returned to the manufacturers.
Well, they just don't care, do they?
Okay. All right, stand up here. Come on, son. Come on.
I hope you're insured.
Oh, yes, I'm a belt and braces man as far as that sort of thing's concerned.
Tell me, why do you have so many appliances plugged into the mains at the same time?
I was expecting a consignment of frozen fish. From Scotland.
Radio in, stand. No more appliances.
That's a right bonfire. That fortune seems to dog you, Mr. Daly.
The vicissitudes of life, Mr. Tewkesbury. One must expect the odd banana skin.
In my experience, when people take out an insurance, they're very often tempted to give calamity a bit of a helping hand.
You're not imputing impropriety, I do hope. The chief officer was most emphatic. No sign of foul play.
20 years' experience tells me accidental electrical overload of a faulty unit.
For which I am completely covered as per page 4, paragraph 3, subsection 2.
Subsection 3, actually.
Oh, okay. Gentlemen, I think I can guarantee peace in our time.
You made it to the pawnbrokers in time, then?
Yeah, the little chicks are ready to go back to their nest. What you got there?
Complimentary from the pizza man for delivering the scooters.
Oh, that's a nice gesture. There you are, another satisfied customer.
Here, do you want a slice?
No. Foreign food brings me out.
You know, it's touch and go for a minute there, Arthur. But I reckon you've had a right result.
If you can keep your head when all about are losing theirs, you're a better man than I am. What's his name? No, personally, I must admit, I thought we'd had it.
I just hope you learnt your lesson.
Oh, what's that?
Know when to quit when you're behind.
Never, Ray, never. Nerve, backbone. That's what made this island race what it is. With qualities like that, no matter how dark the hour, how grave the peril, there is no terror that cannot be faced.
Arthur, that was her endorse on the blower. She's come back early. She's in a terrible state. She reckons you've been burgled.
Right. Now, here's the plan.